Warm greetings from the high 10. Thanks for joining me. Got 10 in the room already. What? Stop it, stop it, stop it. Thank you all. Thank you so much. 11 in the room. 10. Please, no super chats during the live if you'd like to donate to the channel. $ Big Angie 129. I will be bringing you updates. Gosh, y'all got the chat going already. That's mad love right there. That's mad love. Yeah, I'm bringing you updates and the story of Miss Rebecca Landreth. And there's a suspect who has been apprehended in that case. I will bring you all that last. I'm going to bring you my updates first. I've got 38 in the room, 17 thumbs up. Thank you, Queen, who will be moderating this chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Donna, Roro, Wesley, Blessings, Joy. Hello, everybody. Honey Tejas, Tyrone, Margaret, Tanique Brown. Thank you all for joining me. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Make sure you guys can hear me. I don't want to be too loud. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks a lot. I got 42 in the room. I'm going to go ahead and get started since I've got a few people in the room already. The first update is by patch.com if you need verification. For those of you who live in the Cleveland area, Cleveland, Ohio, you would know this story probably better than anybody. Death row inmate Anthony Sowell, 61, died on Monday. He had appeals pending at the time, and there was not an execution date set. He was known as the Cleveland Stranger. He passed away due to long-term illness in a at the Franklin, Medical Center. Anthony Sowell was accused of killing 11 women and discarding them around his house in Mount Pleasant, an area that is located in Cleveland, Ohio. He was stationed, I shouldn't say stationed, he was housed rather at the Chillicothe Correctional Institute, and he basically was receiving end-of-life care. So he had a terminal illness when he passed away. This past Monday, February 8th, is when he passed away at the Franklin Medical Center. He was a diabolical man. If most of you who followed the story of Anthony Sowell, he was a serial killer. He preyed on women in the neighborhood, women who would walk by the neighborhood, who would speak to him, say hello, whatever. He would make light conversation with these said ladies. He would invite them in for a drink, said drugs. One thing leads to another. Choked the women. And he discarded those said women in his house. And most of you who are familiar with the story knew of the stench that was in the neighborhood. People were complaining, neighbors were complaining about the odor in the said neighborhood, and they thought it was the sausage company that was nearby his home. This person who owned the company spent about, I read, $20,000 or so up, redoing their sewage lines, and all along it wasn't the sausage company, it wasn't their sewer, it was the dead bodies that Mr. Sowell had inside of his home. So Mr. Sowell passed away on Monday, and that's just one of my updates by patch.com. My next update is by CNN. This is pertaining to the police officers who pushed the elderly man last June outside the courthouse in Buffalo, New York. CNN is the source. A grand jury chose not to indict 2 Buffalo, New York officers who pushed a 75-year-old man to the ground last June. Their names, the police officers' names are Aaron, I think this is Forgowski, and Robert McCabe. They were facing 2 felony charges of second-degree assault in the assault against the 75-year-old Mr. Martin Gugino in a said fall. And most of you know that video went viral amid all the racial chaos that was going on in America after the George Floyd incident, the murder of George Floyd. So a lot of things were going on, and there were people outside that building. And I don't really think it was a whole lot of people. But anyway, a judge decided not to indict the said men, and they were suspended pending an outcome by Internal Affairs. an internal affairs investigation. So I guess the Buffalo police department is kind of thrilled that there was no indictment of their said officers. That's update number 2. Update number 3 is Kenosha, Wisconsin. If you need a source, Chicago Tribune. Judge Bruce Schroeder denied an arrest warrant and an up of a bond of $200,000 extra on top of the $2 million bond against that Rittenhouse fella. The DA requested this, but it was denied. So there was not an extra warrant nor a $200,000 uptick of a bond. The reason why the DA wanted more money put on the bond, $200,000 plus a warrant, is because Mr. Rittenhouse refused to tell authorities where he was living. So the judge ordered in the favor of the DA for Mr. Rittenhouse and his lawyer to share his new address with the court officials and sheriff department, and it will be kept secret. Okay, that's the said information. My next source is Fox News. This is pertaining to the missing woman, out of California. Fox is the source. Maya Malete, 39 years of age. She is a mother of 3. She is married. She is currently still missing out of California. And as of last week, the family held a rally at the police station in Chula Vista, California. Her sister, Mary Cree Droulet, basically has said that they know their sister. She will not walk away from her kids. She will not just disappear. She will not be gone this long. This lady has been missing since January 7th. She has not been located, found, made contact with anyone. At the current moment, her husband, Mr. Larry Millett, has acquired a lawyer, and he is no longer answering questions from the police. Update number 5, ABC is the source. Some of you may have heard about a little nasty bugger in California who was pushing down the elderly on sidewalks. I didn't bring you this story, but I'm going to go ahead and bring you the update because the suspect has been apprehended. There have been a lot of burglaries and assaults in Chinatown, in Oakland, California. And there was a young man who was arrested by the name of Yahya Muslim, 28-year-old. He has been accused of assaulting a 91-year-old man. That video did go viral because the Commerce president released that video to the public. This took place in Oakland, California. This said man, Mr. Yahya Muslim, has been targeting Asian Americans and assaulting them and robbing business owners as well as customers. He was arrested on Monday. And as he got arrested, 2 actors were setting up a $25,000 reward for any information pertaining to the apprehension of this said guy. Right now, it is stated that in this Chinatown area of Oakland, California, there have been 20 plus robberies and assault incidents pertaining to assaults against Asian civilians. Right now, the elderly man who was pushed down to the ground, that victim's name is not being released. The DA alleges he's assaulted 2 others, a 60-year-old man and a 55-year-old woman, both Asian. He's facing 3 counts of assaults by 3 different victims. And as I state, those 2 victims, one is a man who's 60, the other one is a 55-year-old woman. 3 separate counts of elderly abuse stemming from these Chinatown attacks. So those of you who have been hearing about someone going around knocking down elderly people, robbing them, assaulting them, business owners, he didn't discriminate. He was assaulting business owners, robbing them, and also assaulting the customers. He has now been arrested. He is being jailed at the Santa Rita Jail in Dublin, California on an $85,000 bail. He will be arraigned next Tuesday. It is uncertain if he has an attorney or a public defender. Carl Chan, who is the president of the Chinatown Commerce, told ABC KGO TV that there have been, as I stated, 20 20 incident reports in the recent weeks, plus gathering of videos of these said assaults and robberies of businessmen and customers. And he has collected this said evidence to that has been given to the authorities. That is the said information there. My last update is pertaining to Miss Rebecca, the Caucasian female who was discarded on the side of the road in the state of Pennsylvania. There are rumors circulating about this young lady. I am not about to divulge and jump into that, what allegedly happened to her, what kind of life she was living, because as I state, I do not jump on the rumor bandwagon unless I get some ironclad information receipt pertaining to what she could have been doing. But somebody has been jumping on my channel comment page, letting me know what allegedly Miss Landreth has been doing in her spare time. And as I state, I don't know what she's been doing. First of all, she's deceased and she was brutally murdered. So I think we have to show a little bit of respect for the dead. Anyway, if you need verification for this source, KIRO7 is the source. Truck driver charged in death, the former model shot 18 times, dumped along snowy interstate exit. A Texas truck driver has been charged in connection with the killing of a former model whose body was found riddled with bullets along the side of a Pennsylvania interstate Sunday morning. The body of Rebecca Landreth, 47, was found along an eastbound Interstate 80 interchange ramp in West Buffalo Township. Pennsylvania state troopers said. PennLive.com reported that an autopsy showed that the Virginia native was shot multiple times in the head, neck, and throat. The medical examiner found 18 bullets in Landreth's body. Her injuries included 2 defensive wounds to her hand, indicating she fought back, court documents allege. Tracy Ray Rollins, Jr., 28 of Dallas, was charged Wednesday with criminal homicide and abuse of a corpse, according to court records. Authorities said he was arrested in Harford County by Connecticut state troopers with the assistance of Pennsylvania troopers working the case. Landreth, who PennLive.com described as an accomplished violinist with a heart for charitable organizations, had been a model in New York City. She was also a finalist in 2014 for the title of Miss Manhattan. She was the youngest of 5 children. Her brother, George Landreth, said in a statement that the family was relieved his sister's alleged killer was caught, but that it does not ease the loss. Her family loved her dearly, Landreth said. None of this brings her back. It is important she receives justice. Court records obtained by multiple news agencies, including the Sunbury Daily Item, detailed the brutal crime and the investigation by Connecticut troopers who followed a paper trail, including a vital slip of paper in her jacket from Rebecca Landreth's body to their suspect. The grisly discovery. Rebecca Landreth's body was found just before 7 a.m. Sunday by a Department of Transportation worker plowing the roadway of snow, PennLive.com reported. She was fully clothed and a fur-lined black hat lay nearby. The hat was soaked with blood. Landreth did not have identification with her, but troopers found several receipts in a pocket that showed she had been traveling in Indiana and Wisconsin. State police said Landreth also had ties to Utah and South Dakota. They ultimately identified her body through fingerprints. Investigators who searched through the pockets of Landreth's jeans and leather jacket also stumbled upon a piece of paper bearing a cell phone number and a name, Tracy Rollins. According to the Daily Item, the troopers first backtracked Landreth's movements based on the receipts they found. Surveillance video from the businesses where she had shopped showed a man fitting Rollins' description in those same places in Indiana and Wisconsin at the same time Landreth was there. So they do have surveillance video showing she had shopped, showed a man fitting his description also in the same places in Indiana and Wisconsin, also with Miss Landreth there at the same time. They were also able to place Rollins and Landreth together in Ohio, an arrest affidavit states, The timeline shows that Landreth had traveled with Rollins for several days. They believe she was killed the night before her body was found, according to WBRE in Wilkes-Barre. Detectives got a search warrant for data from Rollins' phone number and determined his cell phone matched the date, time, and location of the receipts and surveillance footage, authorities said. The data put him in the area of the interstate exit where Landreth was dumped for about 15 minutes Sunday morning, beginning at 12:11 a.m., the Daily Item reported. that's when he left. He headed east for about 90 miles before going north to Maine. The trucker picked up a haul from a paper mill in Woodland, Maine on Tuesday. Investigators were able to verify he was there because he signed his name on a COVID-19 questionnaire, the newspaper reported. The same day, investigators learned that Landreth's 2007 Honda Civic had been towed 4 days earlier from a Citgo gas station in Milford, Connecticut, where the owner said it had been abandoned for several days. So her car was found in Milford, Connecticut, and abandoned. Employees at the Pilot Travel Center next to the gas station told troopers Landreth frequented the truck stop and often associated with the truck drivers there, the Daily Item reported. And this is said commentary from the employees. This is their account at the Pilot. The Milford truck stop was likely where Landreth and Rollins met and began traveling together. Meanwhile, troopers in Connecticut were on the lookout for Rollins' truck, which they spotted Wednesday at a TA Travel Center in Milldale, the affidavit states. As he drove away, they executed a traffic stop and took him in for questioning. From outside the truck, the troopers could see what appeared to be a cleaning solution on the passenger seat and the floorboard, investigators wrote. Rollins denied knowing Landreth's name or recognizing a photo of the former model, but told detectives he'd been traveling with a woman named Leslie, whose car had broken down at a Connecticut truck stop. The affidavit alleges that records of a hotel in Milford, where Landreth met up with Rollins, showed that Landreth had booked a room there in December using the alias Leslie Myers. Rollins said he and the woman he knew as Leslie traveled together as he worked through numerous states, including New York and Illinois, in addition to the ones authorities already knew about. Then he had a slip of the tongue, investigators allege. When asking Rollins information pertaining to his travels, Rollins stated, "I hate to start lying to you because this is a murder investigation," a trooper wrote. At that point, no one had told Rollins that Landreth was dead. Meanwhile, detectives had obtained a search warrant for Rollins' 2018 Volvo tractor trailer. It became immediately apparent that something extremely violent had taken place inside the cab. PennLive.com reported that the powder cleaning agent troopers had already observed covered up blood, along with 6 9mm shell casings on the floorboard, in front of and behind the passenger seat. There were also bullet strikes in the wall behind the seat and into the bunk where a driver could sleep while on the road. The location of these bullet strikes indicate the rounds were discharged from within the cab of the truck, the affidavit states. Human tissue was also found on the mattress of the bottom bunk, including brain tissue. More tissue was found on the top step outside the passenger side door. Lord have mercy. It is not clear at what point in their travels that Landreth was slain or how long Rollins traveled with her body in the truck, the Daily Item reported. On Friday, Rollins remained in the Harford County Jail in lieu of a $1 million bail. He was awaiting extradition to Pennsylvania to face the charges in Landreth's death. According to her bio on the Miss Manhattan website, Landreth was born in Alexandria. She described herself as having a bright and bubbly personality, energetic and easygoing. Besides modeling, she wrote she was highly educated and once worked in the law field. "I adore fashion and the industry and am a warm weather person with a warm heart," she wrote. "Becky was deeply loved by her family and we are heartbroken by her death," George Landreth told WBRE, particularly by how horrible, it must have been. "She was such a good and kind person. Our heart aches for her." KIRO7 is the source. This is the most disturbing story I have heard about a woman. And when you open this KIRO7, you'll see a stretch of highway that will be depicted of where this lady was discarded. And she was found Sunday on the 7th of February in West Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania. And Tracy Rollins Jr., 28, an African-American male, has been charged with Landreth's death. And that is all. For now. Lord have mercy. Thank you for listening. I've got 105 in the room, 51 thumbs up. Thank you all so much for listening. This is, well, the eyewitnesses are stating she frequented truck stops, so one can use their imagination. They also have verification of her signing into a hotel room upstate using an alias. And somehow she and this man met up some type of way. I do not know if it's via the internet or whatever, but nonetheless, they have been seen on video surveillance in other states together at the same time. And as you see, there is brain tissue left behind inside of the cab, outside of the cab on the step. He didn't even have the sense to even clean up his own damn cab. Left the 9mm shells inside of the cab. Who does that? You won't even clean your own cab out? Or maybe he just didn't have the time. Wow. I feel bad for these people. What's sickening is to know, for whatever reason, because I don't know her personal life or business, but she tapered off from her family for 5 years. So something was going on in this lady's life to where she cut her family off. I don't know if she fell out with somebody in the family or somebody fell out with her, however it went. They hadn't had contact with her. Out west is believed to where her father lives. I believe he lives in the state of Utah. I will correct that if I am not accurate. This is horrible. This woman is near 50, or was, and she gets murdered by a man who she's old enough to be his mother, a 28-year-old African-American Boo-Boo the Clown, because he ain't nothing to look at. If you Google the story and see his mugshot, sweet Jesus, I'm dead. Woo. That was a lot of information. And it's by the grace of God that she had information on her to link her to him. Because just imagine, had he threw out with not a coat or nothing, somebody would have to say it. Oh, yeah, I last saw her here. But then I guess they'd have a photo of him and her together. They'd have that. I guess they would just have to put it out on the news. If you see this guy, please let us know. He's a witness in a crime, because you know they're not going to say a suspect in a murder. This is probably, this is bad, man. This is her in her heyday, when I guess she was living life and bubbly at one point in her life. That is an older photo of this lady. This was taken years ago. This was at an event. Wine, Women, in Fashion, special guest host, professional model, and finalist for Miss Manhattan, Rebecca Landreth. This was an event at the Larive Lounge, located on 125th East 54th Street by the park and Lexington Avenue. This was, I'm sure, many moons ago. This is a very disturbing story. The fact that he shot her so many times, 18 times, in the head, the neck, and the throat. Why would you shoot this woman that many times? You picked her up for whatever reason, whatever y'all had going on. You rode her around, obviously, in your cab while you traveled up and down the interstate for days, obviously, because they're dating back near the 1st of February. They were seen in other states together. So what the hell happened that he felt like he had to shoot her 18 times in his own cab? I am baffled. She was a nice looking lady. Dear God, what happened? What happened to her? I don't know if she was in the business of escorting or whatever, but most people are going to assume that due to the fact that witnesses saying she frequented the truck stops. Jesus, what in the world? I was trying to pull up his mugshot, but I couldn't. They didn't have it in here. This is just really, really baffling. Sorry, don't mean to ignore you guys. Yeah, overkill, yes. Well, you still don't make that much, put it on outfits. Say what? Tarot reader? Oh my God. Jealousy or greed. He did her like she was his enemy or something. Yeah, Pretty K. I thought it was going to be like a boyfriend situation. Because one article I brought you, remember, the article said she had on maternity pants. So I thought, well, maybe this is a baby daddy situation. She told the guy she's pregnant. He don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be no daddy. So, he done took her for a little ride and knocked her off. But this is looking like perhaps, because like I said, I don't put my stamp on anything without a receipt. This is kind of looking like, a meet and greet type situation. I ride with you. We eat, we sleep, we have sexual relations. I pay you, whatever. Because like I said, I don't know if they knew each other already or they've been dating or meeting up, because it could be that. It could be they hooked up and he's telling her, hey, ride with me. Just ride with me a couple of times. We're not going to know because she's dead. And I doubt that he's going to tell the truth. And I don't know what cockamamie story he going to give, but it should be interesting nonetheless. Thanks for joining us. Yes, thanks for joining us. I got my girls in here tonight. Thank you all so much for moderating for me. You don't make that much modeling years later. You need brains and skills. Well, that's why you have to save your money when you're modeling. You have to save your money. That's just common sense. You got to save any type of career that's based on, appearances. You have to save your money. I don't know what was going on in this young lady's life. This is bad. I was trying to pull up a good picture of this guy. These pictures are so small. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? There's some nice pictures of her when she was living a better life. A lot of nice pictures of her. As you see, in a former life when she was obviously doing well and better. So we have to ask ourselves, what happened? What happened to her? Lord have mercy, Jesus. How did you end up like this? I just don't know what to say. She has a lot of pictures, a lot of nice pictures. Oh, Lord, I'm confused. I'm just trying to understand why he did it. I mean, what happened in that cab to shoot her? Here's the suspect. Look at that right there. Take a good look at that right there at 28 years of age. Nappy dreadlocks, ain't even tightened up or nothing. You know I'm going to show out on this one. This is ridiculous. Look at that. That's a buffoon. Hair not even combed. It's just an overweight Teletubby. Oh, I'm dead. I'm done. Thank you for joining me. This is crazy to me. He looks crazy. Yes, he does. He's a mess. He looks all types of crazy. Ugly, yes. And what's crazy, she was riding around with him in the tractor trailer. They obviously they get out. They got to, go to the bathroom, got to eat, got to shop. She's walking around with that. I don't care what she was doing with him, because that's her business. I ain't getting in nobody grown business about what they doing behind closed doors or who you're liking or whatever. But ain't no way I be walking around with that doing anything. I'm just being serious. That boy looks like he didn't even he don't look like he took a bath. Seriously. He don't look like he took a bath. It's just crazy. Dear God, what is going on? Nobody talking about nothing. No super chats during the live. Thank you, honey. Thank you all for joining me on this cold Friday. I'll have to pull this up so I can see you all's comments. Sorry about that. Wow, he looks like he's homeless. Yeah, he's driving a tractor trailer, probably making $50,000, $55,000 a year at least, and can't even comb his hair. Oh my goodness, I'm dead right now. Dear God, I'm dead for sure. Garbage does stink. She had to be desperate to go anywhere with him. Hi, Miss Joelle. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I know you're not supposed to judge people on their appearance, because we already know a lot of men who work the traveling business, they don't get to get their haircuts often and blah, blah, blah. They're not near a washing machine to wash their clothes. They have to go to the truck stops to bathe and, on and on and so forth. But come on. This is sickening. That's right. Walking around looking like he don't belong to nobody. He looks horrible. You look marvelous. Thank you. Thank you. It's like an apricot. It's coming off pink through the camera, but it's more of an apricot. But thank you so much. Thank you. Shamrock, Texas. It's 10? Wow. Good God almighty. 10 degrees. Please. I won't talk about no cold weather. But that's a poor excuse of a man. Yes, he is. She done got in a truck with him. If I seen him driving an Uber, I wouldn't get in. Yeah, I'll be truthful about that. I'm right. I think I'd be kind of scared if he was driving the Uber. Yeah, or the cab, which is so ever. Maybe they were friends. Then he got mad and he got out of hand. Yeah, nature could be. That's what I'm saying. They could have been hooked up a few times or talked online and, whatever they decided on. Because like I said, I can't say what them folks was doing. Like they say, you can judge according to how it sounds and what the eyewitnesses are saying about her hanging around the truck stops. But the point still remains, he spent days with her. And you're just not going to spend that kind of time with somebody, just any old body. So both of them equally hooked up with the other one. For whatever reason, whatever they had going on. The crazy part is that he shot her in the cab and he shot her 18 times. What? I mean, how many times does it take to kill a person? I just don't get it. I know a lot of truck drivers and none of them look anywhere close to that. The ones I know keep themselves up. Okay, Cherie. Hi, Cherie, baby. I carry bear spray. Honey, you would need some spray for that thing, because I don't know what that was. This is horrible. Just another horrible story. I'm just like, soon as I saw the comments on the page earlier, I said this gonna be bad for her family, because folks gonna start gossiping about what they think she was doing and how she was living, and maybe she had some problems. Maybe she got out there. Maybe she has mental problems. Maybe she got on narcotics. I don't know. Who's to say? Don't have a witness to say what she was doing, but it doesn't look good. And now you see it's even worse because she's now deceased and shot 18 times and thrown out like trash. He didn't have to do that girl like that. I don't care what they had going on. I don't care what she said, didn't say, didn't do. You could have kindly told her, well, look, we're going to go over here to the next little stop right here, and I'm going to put you out my truck, and you get on your way. That's it. That's it. That's all he had to do. We will get one side of the story. She's dead and may never know the truth. Yeah, I know we won't. He's going to lie anyway about what happened. But it's not going to matter because they've got the evidence from the truck. He's so stupid to shoot her that many times. And obviously, he probably ain't had a lot of time to clean up the residue from, the matter from her body. So ain't no telling what Oh, they getting ready to swab up out of that cab. It's probably a hot mess up in there. A hot mess. That's not pimping. That's be my girlfriend shit. What? Unborn baby. I don't know. This article didn't say anything about a pregnancy or nothing. But one article I did read said she had on maternity pants. So I can only see somebody wearing maternity pants if they got a big old stomach they want to try to cover up. Y'all know what I'm saying. You ain't got to be pregnant if you want to wear some maternity pants. You could just get some because they stretch in the front. So I don't know what her size was because they didn't show a recent. You understand what I'm saying? There hasn't been a recent photo in the past 2 articles that I pulled up of what she looked like at the time of death. So I don't know. Lord, might have threatened to take him to child support, 20 years of life. I pray to God she didn't get pregnant by that. I'm telling you, you know what I was thinking I was going to end up seeing when Joel or somebody else had mentioned on the channel that they found somebody. I thought I was going to see a white man. Just saying. I thought I was going to see a middle-aged white man or middle-aged, maybe mid-30s, 40s, 50s. That's what I thought I was going to see. When you all said, oh, they got a suspect. I was expecting to see a white man. Not that right there. Yeah, 47. She might not be the first that he's killed. Cherie, I'm thinking he could have killed some other women too. Because it take a bold person to take a life anyway. And to kill somebody 18 times, I'm telling you, that doesn't even make logical sense. We all know how big those tractor trailers are. And, well, the size inside is what I'm saying. You know it's not that much room inside of the tractor trailer. You only got this little small space in the back to lie down. What in the hell happened in there? This is crazy to me. Maybe she wanted to call it off. Well, Queen, let me tell you something. If she wanted to get out that trunk and say, well, I got to go meet Pookie, Ray. I got to go sew a quilt. Honey, she should have kindly removed herself. They already saying she hung at truck stops, so we know she don't have no problem meeting and greeting. If you get my drift, I'd have kindly removed myself. But see, that's the thing. We don't know what happened. He could have been, who's to say he didn't want her to get out there and make some money? People are crazy out here. You just don't know. They could have spent the night at a truck stop. You have guys who get down like that. They ask their women, lady friends to solicit themselves. Who's to say he was like, hey, go get some money. Maybe she said, no, I ain't with that. I mean, you just don't know. And that's why I said I don't want to be speculating to disrespect her because she died a brutal death. She died a real brutal death. I don't know what I'm doing. What? What y'all saying? I think he's that slow. He thought he had love. Oh, the tarot reader think might be. But you know what? We can't judge him by them pictures either. Because that little Teletubby look like he's slow. He might be real swift. You get my drift? He might be real swift. That fat little boy might have some game. I'm just saying. He started catching feelings. Oh, God, y'all killing me. I've heard some tractor trailers have torture chambers in the back, okay? Truthful, do you have a YouTube channel? Be truthful, do you have a YouTube channel? I wonder what happened between her and her family. Pretty K, I'm curious to know that too. I'm very curious because her brother said she hadn't been around for 5 years. So I'm wondering what was there, what was going on with the family. The brother probably knows. He just don't want to say, what actually happened between the family. Whatever happened, it's sad that this would be the end result to a nice looking young lady's life. Because she's not a bad looking lady. Dang, this is bad, man. What about the Queen and IG? Well, Kimberly, we know he flipped out. He flipped all the way out. I don't know how to find it. What you try to find? IG? Instagram. Just download the app, baby. Like Facebook. Maybe she got strung out, just saying. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's probably what was going on with her, perhaps. She may have been on drugs. You don't know. But let me say this for some people who are small-minded. There are some women who escort, prostitute, whichever word you like to use, and they are not on drugs. You have a lot of women who are swift. They are smart. They're not dodo birds, but they have chosen the life of selling their bodies for profit, and they do not use narcotics. They do not shoot up, snort. They just found a way to make easy money, but we do know the dangers of meeting men in strange places or inviting them back to your home. I mean, you can easily invite someone to your home, and it does not have to be an arrangement for sex or exchange for money, or could just be, they said, hey, I like to stop over. What time you going to be home? And you, oh, I'll be there at 8. You can come by anytime. Once you open the door, shut the door, all bets are off when you shut the door. Lord have mercy, Jesus. As my aunt once said, how do you know he ain't going to play fair when you shut the door? Every time I hear that in my head, it gives me chills. He didn't even try to clean up the evidence. Well, Queen, you know he drive trucks. He probably ain't had the time to clean up. You know, in between hauling, picking up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where did he think he was going to riding around with the crime scene? Might have stole his money. Yes. Tina, yes. I thought about that just now. After reading all of that, I said, what if he was sleeping? And she was digging in his wallet and he woke up. Yes. Very good point. And he woke up. And whoa, what they say, don't poke the bear. Shut your mouth. And all hell broke loose in that cab. Oh, my goodness. I can't imagine. Oh, my God. Cynthia, that was off to me. Say what, Queen? He could have kidnapped her and she tried to get away. Well, Sandra, look, anything's possible. That's why I said I don't put my stamp on saying I know what happened with these people, because sometimes I have learned that sometimes what we think happened or was going on was not. Because, see, we're listening to some people from the Pilot, which is a main staple here in my area where I live. Flying J owns Pilot. For those of you who do not know that, it's a very wealthy family that owns Pilot, Flying J truck stops and convenience stores here in the southern region and Ohio as well. Who knows what was going on with them two? Who knows what she was doing? We just listening to these people say, oh, she hang at the truck stops. So most people are going to assume, well, you got to be up to no good if you're hanging at the truck stops if you're a woman. You got to be doing something you ain't got no business. Because that's not a typical place for a lady to fraternize. And that's what people are going to think, that she was, soliciting herself. Oh, Lord, this is just so terrible. It was no kidnap. They stopped several places together. Right. Yeah, I don't think it was a kidnap either, because she's had ample enough time to go to the bathroom or run in the kitchen somewhere in a truck, in the Pilot or whichever convenience stores they were in, and tell somebody, hey, this man's holding me against my will. And we already know if he was kidnapping her, she wouldn't have been able to get out of the cab. She would have been tied up back in the bed. You get my drift? He would have had her tied up. Nobody would have ever seen her with him. And they've seen her obviously walking around. So they were coming and going together, like a couple, a friendship. Then he could have made her give the money back, not kill her, though. Yeah, right. That's it. I mean, if it's an issue of she attempted to rob him, he could have just said, okay, get out my truck, whatever. Made her get out. Lord have mercy, Jesus, right? Why would she leave her car parked there? Well, I believe his version to the cops is that her car broke down. And I thought about that too. Who's to say she wasn't going up the highway to meet a friend, meet somebody else? Her car broke down. He offered her help. Then, they exchanged pleasantries. And he was like, hey, I'm getting ready to go travel here. You want to ride with me? Or, do you work? Or You got some free time. See, we don't know how it went down. We don't know if these two knew each other before the 1st of February. Who's to say how long they've known each other, how long they've talked, what they agreed on, didn't agree on? We don't know anything. But one thing we do know, he's a damn fool for shooting that girl that many times, because no matter what she did or didn't do, he did not have to kill her. He did not have to do that 18 times. I mean, 2-3 times she did. And then he's riding around with her, obviously, in the cab. So, he had to find a way to dump her off, get her out that truck. But he done dumped her up there in Pennsylvania. Lord have mercy, this is crazy. And I do believe, yes, the article I read earlier from the information I brought you all in the upload, she does have a Virginia address. He sure didn't. What'd he say? What's up with all these crazy ass people? COVID done drove everyone over the edge. Yeah, Bernice, it's off the chain right now. I pray and hope he tell the truth and get it off his conscience to shoot a woman or anybody 18 times. Yeah, because it didn't take 18 times. Like I said, it doesn't matter what she did. She tried to rob him, or he wanted to perform some type of sexual act, or wanted her to do something sexual she didn't want to do. Whatever it was, it didn't take all that. Yeah, once in the head. Well, Cynthia, you can be shot in the head and live. For those who've never been shot in the head, I guess. There have been some people who have survived, being shot in the head. Just saying, looks like a passion kill, but she's been there. They ride together. Seems like he had feelings. Okay, Tara Rita. I don't know what to think. I just know they met up. And somebody took to somebody some type of way. I don't know. I can't say who was liking who. All I can say, he couldn't have turned me on to ride. I mean, just as a friendly acquaintance, because he was unkempt. That's what I'm saying. He is unkempt looking. So he wouldn't have been somebody I would even want to hold a conversation with. He's that person you walk by in Walmart, and if he speak first or so, how you doing? You just be like, hey, and keep on going. I need to call you person for just a few seconds. Well, come on, call me. Marsha, why you got to say it like that? Ain't you been calling the queen, Marsha, darling? Ladies, get you a gun permit. Maids, take a self-defense course. Know how to fight. Let someone know where you are going. Write down important information. Well, you know what? That's why I'm so thankful that she had stuff in her pocket. He's stupid. That she had stuff in her pocket. Turn the TV down, baby.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think Be Truthful is having a bit of a problem. I don't know. She keeps.
This is Marshall. This is Marshall from Maryland. For those who are not familiar with Marshall, he's one of my favorites in the chat as well. All right, Marshall, tell us what you think.
Now, I need to talk to you.
About what? What I done done?
You haven't done anything. I just need to speak to you off air.
Why did you call? I'm on the air.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
Do I need to step away from the monitor? You got some. Why you couldn't just text me? I hope it ain't nothing crazy.
Okay, that's what I'll do that. I'll do that.
Well, wait a minute. I'm curious. I'm curious of what it's about. You got me nervous. Is it something bad?
No, it's not nothing. No.
Okay. Well, would you like to speak on this matter since you're on the hotline?
Not right now, because I got something in my brain right now.
Oh, let me guess. It's about that other mess.
No. It's not about that. No.
Oh, so it's personal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just text me. But you made I didn't want to start mixing up all these other little storylines, but that other stuff's a mess out there. I don't even want to talk about that in this chat tonight.
Okay, no problem.
But I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, the stuff you sent me earlier.
Yeah. But we can do that. We can do that another time.
Yeah. Well, I'm already an hour in, so I don't know what everybody still want to talk about that. Oh, listen to Terrell Reynolds said a wine and a date. He don't even live down here. Now, y'all stop messing. I'm way, way down. Okay.
Okay. I'll text you.
Did you want me to mention that comment you made earlier in the message?
Well, that's up to you. It's your channel. That's up to you.
Okay. Well, I'll see how this conversation goes, how long they want to stay on this conversation. And then if we decide to venture off this subject, if I see somebody tinkering around, then I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Enough.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
That was Marshall. Oh, Lord, it's always something. Jesus. Was it strange that she had his name and where he's from in her pocket? That's how they called him. Tina, I think she had something like probably his name. And I don't know because they didn't really say. They just said she had something in her pockets. So obviously she probably had his name and number because remember they said she didn't have no ID. So who knows what he did with her purse and effects? Because I can't believe she would get in a truck with a man and not have her purse, her ID, makeup. She's a woman. She got to have something. Did she have a travel bag? So these are questions we don't know because like you said, we don't know if she really knew him, if she was actually stranded. Because remember they said her car sat for days somewhere and got towed. So we don't know if perhaps she was stranded and he offered her help or she went up to him and asked for help or they went and met each other. She never returned. Then the tow company came and towed. It's 1,000 ways you can spin this story because you just don't know. Look at her fighting with hair. What? I say her stuff was probably in his truck. Yeah, he probably threw her stuff out if she got in there with her stuff. Because see, we don't even know if she got in there with a bag or anything. How old is Marshall? He grown. I'll ask Marshall. I ain't asked Marshall his business. I think he wants to propose to you, Miss Angie. Do you want to be my Valentine date? Well, it'd be a long distance Valentine date. Mr. Marshall lives on the upper East Coast. I'm all the way at the bottom. I'm in East Tennessee, right under Virginia. Mr. Marshall is in Maryland. For those of you who know the American map, y'all stop messing. Queen, where was her car parked at? Girl, I'd have to go back in that article. It was somewhere I think it was at a gas, I want to say a gas station. Hold on a minute, because this was a long article. Lord have mercy. Let me pull it back up, baby. He look a hot mess. I just look at this. Oh, he makes me sick just looking at him. Hold on one second. Bear with me. Okay, first question you all mentioned was what was in her pocket. It says Landers did not have identification with her, but troopers found several receipts in a pocket that showed she had been traveling in Indiana and Wisconsin. So that's what led them to put together where she had been, and then naturally found out he was also in those said places, which linked them together through surveillance. And what else? Let me see what else I can find. And of course, he was arrested in Connecticut. He's from Texas. Investigators who searched through the pockets of Landers' jeans and leather jacket also stumbled upon a piece of paper bearing a cell phone number and a name, Tracy Rollins. So she had his number and name on a sheet of paper in her clothes. They backtracked Landers' movements based on the receipts they found. So she obviously had stuff in her pocket, probably from getting, wherever they were going, like McDonald's, the truck stops. Because, every time you buy something, it's got the time stamp. It's got the name of the business, the telephone number, the time you bought something. And she just so happened to have that stuff on her. And they said surveillance video from the businesses where she had shopped showed a man fitting Rollins' description in those same places in Indiana and Wisconsin at the same time Landreth was there. They were also able to place Rollins and Landreth together in Ohio. The timeline shows that Landreth had traveled with Rollins for several days. They do believe she was killed the night before her body was found. Okay, detectives got a search warrant for data from Rollins' phone number and determined that his cell phone matched the date, time, and location of the receipts and surveillance footage, authorities said. The data put him in the area of the interstate exit where Landreth was dumped for about 15 minutes. So naturally, he'd have pulled over off the side of the road, looking around, because I'm sure it was dark, loaded her up, pulled her out, dumped her, went on his merry way. Because it says from the phone logs, he was in that area 15 minutes. So that's deep. Beginning at 12:11 a.m. So it was dark. That's when he left and headed east for about 90 miles before going north to Maine. So he dumped her and was fiddling around for 15 minutes. Tell me what the hell he was doing for 15 minutes. You dumping a body. This is crazy. You dumping a body and you fumbling around doing what? Somebody help me. What y'all talking about? I think it's be truthful. Well, what are y'all discussing in the chat? I'm lost. I believe she didn't trust him. She put his name in her pocket. Yeah, Tina. That's why I said, where's her person stuff? You know what I mean? Where's her pocketbook? As we Southerners say, pocketbook. Where is her purse? So slow, he didn't know 18 bullets. What gun clip has 18 bullets? That's a lot of bullets. 1 to stop you, 5 to kill, 6 to remember. 10 to make you think. Okay, now, could he have been following her? J2, baby, I don't know, honey. I ain't trying to put no lies on that dead woman. He picked up a haul from a paper mill in Woodland, Maine on Tuesday. The investigators were able to verify he was there because he signed his name on a COVID-19 questionnaire, the newspaper reported. The same day, investigators learned that Landreth's 2007 Honda had been towed 4 days earlier from a Citgo gas station in Milford, Kentucky, where the owner said it had been abandoned for several days. So her car was left at a Citgo in Milford, Connecticut. So obviously she drove to Connecticut. And somehow these two cross paths in the state of Connecticut, which is very pivotal in this set of information. Because what we have to ask ourselves, where was he coming from? Which direction was he going in? Who said what to whom? I don't know. Employees at the Pilot Travel Center next to the gas station told troopers Landreth frequent the truck stop and often associated with truck drivers there. So somebody remembers her hanging around often, I guess. Oh, Lord have mercy. My head is spinning. Okay, there's a picture in this article of a pilot, which I tell you, it's a very pivotal truck station store here in my area. The Flying J is what we call it too. The Flying J is the name on the building of the company that owns the Pilot. It's a set of brothers, very wealthy brothers that own the Pilot truck stops and convenience stores here in the Knoxville area and other parts of the South and Ohio. They're saying at the Pilot Travel Center in Milford, Connecticut is where they believe Miss Landreth met up with Mr. Tracy Rollins. And then her body was discovered at West Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania interstate. So I want somebody in the chat to Google, because I don't want to Google while I'm sitting here talking to you all. I want somebody to Google West Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania to Milford, Connecticut. The pilot at Milford, Connecticut to West Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania. Give me a time stamp. Somebody in the chat. Yeah, it does sound personal to me too. Don't let her see what I just wrote. What did you write? What do you keep talking about? Lord, Queen Talks, what you done had to write? These folks coming in trolling already. Thank God I ain't looking and listening to nothing you talking about. Sounds like a meat gone wrong, maybe. In most cases, when a person inflicts, well, Hawkeye, the thing that don't make sense is they've been running around for days with each other. They ain't just hook up one night and then she died. They got them traveling together, baby. Did she play a video in this story? No. I don't play videos. I don't think I'm gonna be doing all that. This is a commentary channel. I bring you a source. You all are welcome to Google, because you're gonna Google anyway. I have yet to sign on to doing all that. Somebody'd have to show me how to do all that stuff. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Okay, somebody gonna Google that for me, or I gotta do it. And his truck was spotted Wednesday at a TA Travel Center in Milldale. As he drove away, they executed a traffic stop and took him in for questioning. They found him. At least they found him. Thank God. Crazy nut. Pilot Travel Center, Milford, Connecticut. Will somebody Google that for me, please? How far is it from West Buffalo Township? No, baby. I need you to Google Milford, Connecticut. The pilot. I need you to Google the Pilot Travel Center in Milford, Connecticut to West Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania. And I gotta find the exact location in Milford, because it was off the ramp. I had it in my last video. I gave you the information. Woo, this story got too much in it. Make your head spin. Interstate 80. She was on Interstate 80, interchange ramp in West Buffalo Township. I'm trying to figure out what's the time line. Milldale. Wait a minute, baby. Ooh, this is too much information. Let's see. She was found in West Buffalo on Interstate 80, eastbound. So we talking about, I can't remember the names. It's too hard to remember all this stuff. West Buffalo Township is where she was found. West Township, Buffalo, Interstate 80, interchange ramp. Good God. And where she met him at is let me pull it up. This article's so long. Milford, Connecticut. She's at the Pilot. The Pilot in Milford, Connecticut. It's where No, not Pilot, but Citgo, excuse me. Her car was parked at the Citgo gas station in Milford, Connecticut. So her car was left in Milford, Connecticut. I need a timeline between Milford, Connecticut to West Buffalo Township. Milford, Connecticut at the Citgo to West Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania, Interstate 80 interchange. What are the hours between that? Huh? Everybody has different timing. Y'all stop making jokes. Type it in the Pilot. No, not the Pilot, Citgo. I'm going to have to do it myself. It's too many words. That's the problem. She was dumped in West Buffalo Township on Interstate 80 eastbound. That's where she was dumped. Her car was left, and I believe this is Milford, Connecticut, at the Citgo. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll Google it when I'm done. Because I'm missing what y'all talk. 4 hours. Thank you, baby. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What in the hell? What the hell happened? I'm 1 hour in. No, Mimi. That's just a receipt. Just some receipts in her clothes. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry about saying the Pilot. They're showing the Pilot in this video. I mean, in this picture. They showed this Pilot for some reason. They got too many pictures going on in here. It says picture. Okay, it says pictured in July 2018. It's the Pilot Travel Center in Milford, Connecticut, where authorities believe former model met up with him. So it was probably the Pilot at that time, but they've changed the name to Citgo. See, I don't know. But right here in 2018, it was the Pilot Travel Center. And they believe this is where she met up with him. It might have a different name right now because it's 2021. Right here, Milford Truck Stop is where they believe they met up. And this is in Connecticut. So they met in Milford, Connecticut at the old Pilot, which would be, I think, now called Citgo. She was dumped in Pennsylvania. But look at all the places they traveled. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Something's crazy with the story. They was in Illinois. I believe Indiana. Look, they were busy. See right here, he tells it. Rollins said he and the woman he knew as Leslie traveled together as he worked through numerous states, including New York, Illinois. Hell, they was everywhere. This is insane to me. They just riding around from place to place with each other. Good God almighty, man. Come on. What happens with this young lady? I hate to hear stories like this because women, we make mistakes all the time fooling with people we don't know nothing about. You know, whatever your reasons are for meeting and greeting with a man, you don't know people. That's the point. You don't know people. Now I have 4 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you, Hazardous. Thank you so much. Maybe she was at a casino. I don't know. They already said she liked hanging at the truck stops. You know, maybe she was a working girl. I don't know. But it's still terrible. He didn't have to kill her like that. Something probably she didn't think would be a big deal. He took to the extreme. Well, he 18 times. You can't get no more extreme. He shot her in the face and the throat. That sounds like somebody that you've been dating. Just saying. I'm not saying a person can't shoot you in your face and don't know you. But usually when people shoot you in your face, your mouth, all that sounds personal to me. Lord, hammer, working partners. Could be. I said, who's to say he didn't ask her to get out there and do something she didn't want to do? Okay, creepy Melvin. Bernice, stop. They went through a toll road unless he went around about 18 times, Regina. No, he didn't have to kill her like 18 times. There ain't nothing nobody done to you. You won't kill him 18 times. Let me tell you something. Even if somebody broke in your house, stole something, you only kill somebody to me 18 times if you've been dealing with like some type of abuse. Mental, physical abuse. Your boyfriend, your husband been beating up on you, and you just that one day say, I got him now. You just go, bloop, 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 bloop. You just keep emptying the clip. That's all the time I can see that. I'm sorry. Yes, Marshall. Face, neck, throat, and chest. Yes. Lord have mercy. This is crazy. All shots above the shoulders. Yes, 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 yes. Crime of passion. He was very angry. I know some people kept saying crime of passion. I don't know why I don't like that word for some reason. Crime of passion. Because it's like we don't know yet if they had something going. So that's why I don't like that crime of passion. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know, something about that I don't like. Because it's looking like to me, hell, I don't know what to think. That's why I don't like saying it. Because I don't know if they dated or but I know they spent some time together. It wasn't just a hookup. They said he also abused her dead body. Shades too. Where you read that at? What he do to it? Okay, be truthful. Don't worry about it. Don't be truthful. Don't worry about it, baby. Oh, yes, but pray for her family because she has not been in contact with her family. Let me say this. Miss Lady has not been contacting her. Her daddy, I think, lives in Utah. And the brother had already told the news people, whatever. She ain't talked to nobody in 5 years. So I don't know what was going on with this young lady. Something's going on in her life to where she cut everybody off or cut these people off. You know, hopefully somebody will come forward, a good friend or somebody, and enlighten us on what the hell she's been doing these past couple of years to give us, an idea of what her life has been like or what was going on with her mentally. Because this is just horrible. Well, she's in the truck with him for a long time. Yeah, she was. Now I have to take care of him with my taxes. What the hell? What? Roro, what are you talking about? It was about her looks. He took them away. Her looks. Well, she's a nice looking white girl. See, we don't know what she looked like before he shot her. Because like I said, the article I brought you the other night, last night or whatever, said she had on maternity pants. So what is a pregnant woman doing riding around in the truck stop? Lord Jesus, I can't. I don't understand what's going on. This is horrible. Oh, thank you, Regina. So kind to a queen. My sweet little friends. Thank you, Regina. Is it Regina or Regina Haynes? Thank you, baby. God bless you. Y'all so good to a queen. He is 28. Yes, she's 47. She old enough to be his mother. Good Lord, with his ugly self. Our taxes pay for all these prisons. Oh, that's what Robo was talking about. Oh, Shades Tube, I don't know. They just said in the other article I read. Every article gonna have something different. One article I read yesterday, it said something about maternity pay. So I was like, Lord Jesus. This is before all this old extra stuff came out. I don't know what's going on. She was a medical miracle if pregnant at 50. Well, GS, there's some women that still can have babies, honey. You got women that's in foreign countries, India, Africa. They're having babies in their 60s, 70s. Don't y'all start no confusion up in this chat now. Shooting a woman in the face is like shooting a man in his privates. Yes, Lord. She might have had crabs on her face. We don't know. Oh, scabs. Excuse me. Sorry, I missed the print. I'm sorry. Oh Lord, I just this is so terrible to me. I just don't like stories like this. This just makes me sick. She liked stretch pants. She could have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She may have liked, she might have had a little weight on her, and then she could have been a small person that just didn't like, wearing blue jeans. You never know. Women can still have babies in their 50s. Yes, they can. Don't y'all even think about it. Ah, Marshall, what you talking about, Marshall? I want to thank you all for joining me. I got 108 in the room, 99 thumbs up. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Okay, GS about I couldn't do it. Just a joke. I don't think too many women in this day and age at 50 want to be bearing children. Just saying. Hell, my fat ass likes them stretchy. Bernice Hush. What would we all do without the art of speculation? Look, you see how Big Ann's been speculating, and they've been wearing a queen down all weekend long, last weekend, stalking me in my IG account. So speculation is funny. Everybody else can speculate on YouTube except for me. Don't you find that interesting? Queen can't speculate because she gets stalkers. She gets her videos put up on other YouTube channels. But everybody else on YouTube can speculate all day long. I'm just confused. I'm utterly confused. I'm very confused. No zipper pants are the best. Throw my back out fighting with them. Diane, you got that right. Oh, Lord. Okay, Nietzsche said, I'm not having no more children. Well, Nietzsche, you still young. You 40. You might be able to do a little something. You can have you some children. Why? That's something we say in the South for those of you who are Northerners. Us Southerners like to use it as slang. We ain't having no more children. Nobody gonna stalk you. We will get them. I mean, they have. I ain't never seen that like it. Like I said, so many content creators on this platform that talk about all type of crazy stuff, and I just could not understand why. I make one comment on my own channel, and I got folks all in my IG wanting to talk and tell me about myself, and it's like, well, honey, what is the problem? Ain't you done figured out I'm going to ignore you? So you're wasting your time by messaging me. I'm not reading your commentary. I'm deleting your comments, and I'm blocking you from the channel, and I'll block you from the chat. So go stick your head in the sand. Ugh, stupid. Lord, these are just psychopaths out here. You can speculate and do as you please, Queen. Yes, it is my jungle. Thank you, Queen Talks Crime. That's right. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the platform, is to give your opinion. It doesn't say it's the truth. It's called an opinion. Jeepers creepers. Marshall, she has a clean house and no drama. Tara Rita, you messy. What's this, Stacy? Stacy Tara Rita. You a little messy old heifer. The big girls are talking. Go away, trolls. Stacy is messy. I sure do keep a clean house. What y'all think of my little table? I spray painted black. Golly. Ooh, I was out there on that balcony in that cold trying to spray paint that table. I almost froze to death. I swear my finger almost fell off from, how you press down on the spray paint, squeezing it. When I got done, I couldn't even feel my pointer. Oh, Lord. Well, I love everything here. I'm going to have a martini with a straw. Well, honey, cheers with your martini. Thank you, Roro. Yeah. They always say, you can't decide on what to paint something. Paint it either white or paint it black. So I just went with the black. Yes, a drama-free life is the best life. Well, I'm 1 hour 19 in. Usually I don't like to veer off the subject with my information, but we've already discussed briefly just the updates of everything. For those coming in the chat, I've discussed the Rittenhouse situation, The DA was wanting to up his bond to $200,000 plus get a verification of where he lives. He has now complied through the lawyer to give the sheriff and the court his exact address. I also told you all in the beginning about the Buffalo cops, the two cops who were accused of assaulting an elderly man last June when all the riots were going on in America and protests. They have not been indicted by the grand jury. I'm just topping off stuff. The young lady missing out of California, I believe it was Millette. She's still missing. Sisters and people rallied at the Vista Chula Police Department last week to keep her name out there. No sightings of her. She's not called anyone to let them know where she is. She's been missing a while. She's been missing since January. It is now middle of February. No sights of this young lady, 39 years old, mother of 3, married. The husband has stopped cooperating and talking to the police, has an attorney. I just want to make sure I'm recapping all my stories for those coming in the chat late. Make sure I give y'all all that information. And then there was a guy, I believe he's African-American in Oakland, California, Chinatown, assaulting Oriental people, elderly people. He's been assaulting them. He is now in custody. Yahya Muslim, if I'm pronouncing his name correct. He assaulted a 91-year-old man recently. He pushed him down. That video went viral. He has been arrested as of Monday. And they've got at least 20 other incidents of him assaulting Oriental residents, elderly people in the community in Chinatown. 3 victims, 3 multiple counts of elderly abuse stemming from these Chinatown attacks. He is currently jailed at a Santa Rita jail in Dublin, California on an $85,000 bail. He will be arraigned on Tuesday. Not certain that he has an attorney or a public defender. And as I state, there have been 20 incidents of assaults and robberies from businesses and owners in Chinatown. Just want to make sure I'm recapping everything. Oh, and the missing lady in California, her name is Maya Millette. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name. 39, mother of 3, still missing as of January 7th. Oh, and also for those of you familiar with the Cleveland Strangler, he was on death row at the time, but he had been ill, terminally ill. He died Monday at the Franklin Medical Center in Ohio from a long-term illness. He was 61 years of age. He was housed at the Chillicothe Correctional Institution for strangling 11 women who he left discarded in his house. Many of you have heard that story of the Cleveland Strangler. That was Anthony Soule, 61. He died on Monday in a medical center, Franklin Medical Center, and he was on death row. He had appeals pending, and they had not set an execution date for Mr. Anthony Soule. Those are the updates I brought to you. Anthony Soule died Monday. This story here we're talking about, Rebecca Landreth, her suspect has been apprehended in her death. The 2 Buffalo officers in New York have not been indicted. The missing woman in California still missing. And Rittenhouse has now had to give information to his whereabouts where he is staying. And he didn't get up on the bail as the DA had requested. And that is the sad information of all my updates that I brought to the chat before some of you snuck y'all little tails in here late. And those were the updates that I brought to everybody. And you can get the replay once this video is uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, so much crazy. I'm an hour and 24 minutes in. If you want to talk about something else, we can hit it. You still want to talk about Miss Landreth? It's up to you. As I stated, I try not to keep talking about the same subject matter because in a certain case, we don't have no answers to nothing. And now there's some other hanky-panky stuff going viral about trash cans in California. Oh, Lord. It don't stop. The madness don't stop. So, yes, there's a serious problem with mental illness in this country because no normal people Yeah, we know they won't do that, honey. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. I was late. That's okay, baby. Barbecues for the neighbors during the times women were missing. Okay. Same country in California. Ray Darn and Marilyn Northern killed their 5-week-old. Yes, I just talked about that yesterday. And for those of you who are coming in the chat and didn't watch any of my uploads from yesterday, yes, 2 suspects, a boyfriend and girlfriend, killed their 5-week-old baby. If you want to catch the replay, I uploaded that video yesterday. Had to check the time. I uploaded that yesterday to YouTube. It was a very emotional video for me because I just couldn't wrap my head around anybody beating a 5-week-old baby. And as I stated, it didn't matter if the child was 5 months old, 5 years old, it's still a child. They are defenseless, and it's not their job to be fighting off big people. Just foul. Thank you for the Valentine's Day. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much. The man George who got killed by a cop, did the cop get off? No, baby. They still I think he's out on bail. No. I think there's been an update to that story too. I need to bring you all that story too, pertaining to George Floyd. Thank you for binge watching me. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get into the Sundance channel instead of all this foolishness going on YouTube. I've had about enough of YouTube. Now, if you all want to talk about California City, we sure can. Since I'm 1 hour, 26 minutes. So you better get your 24 minutes in good of hot gossip. Since they say the queen don't bring no receipts. Oh, Tara Rita, yeah, that's horrible. What about trash cans? Well, there's some videos uploaded to YouTube about somebody going in the trash cans the day after Jacqueline and Trezelle's house got searched. I thought, why y'all just now bringing that video out? Should have brought that out day one. All up in the folks' trash cans. Did it occur to you the police already checked the house? So whatever was left in the trash can, the police obviously didn't think it was important. I'll wait. Bernice, I just told you. There's a video uploaded off somebody's channel about somebody searched some random person searching through the garbage can. Somebody filmed a woman, somebody going through the trash cans. I thought, well, honey, don't you think the police had already went through the trash cans? It was nighttime when they went through the cans. Oh, Lord, people are so stupid. Jack Daniel bottles are illegal now. What you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. I heard they put billboards up for the boys in California. I don't know, honey. I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing in California City or Bakersfield. I haven't a clue. I tried looking on YouTube and Facebook, couldn't find you unless you have another symbol saying or a picture on Facebook. Marsha, who you talking to? Thank you, Tina. Thank you all for watching my content. Yes, Trina, catch the replay, baby. Blue girl cut all her hair off. Be truthful, don't you start. Do you know I was watching my replay today, laughing at me and my brother and y'all in that chat? I was just sitting here looking at the chat. You know, I get to see the chat, and I was just watching it today. I'm telling you, I was in this house screaming. Y'all are some crazy commenters. The stuff that comes out of you guys' mouth is unbelievable. Did you guys hear about another couple that abused a little girl, raped, and she sold a private part with a needle and thread? Oh my God. He was a firefighter. She worked as a real estate. No, honey, please stop. I can't do this. Me and hello, Mr. Brown. Well, I'm on the computer now. I am streaming through the webcam on my computer. I just need somebody to help me navigate these keys because some of this stuff, I don't know how to scroll stuff. I mean, I know how to work the arrow up and down, but it's when I'm trying to do the video, that's where I'm having a problem. When it's time for me to go to each little thing to get the video uploaded, that's where I'm having a problem. going in and out of the screens. Something's not right. I don't know. Well, oh yeah. It's like looking in the mirror at myself. I'm just looking at myself. So I don't have nothing better to do. My hand is white. I don't have any vitamin D. My body is getting white. My face ain't, but my hands are. Oh God, somebody help me. You gonna send me a deck of cards? You ain't gonna send me no deck of cards. I ain't fooling with no cards, lady. I got enough going on already. Fooling with y'all on YouTube. That's enough. The trash cans was already talked about in the beginning. And yes, the billboards are you. Check Crenshaw and A.B. Watchman. We stand for accurate info. Oh, okay. Well, how about this? You don't stand for shit over here. Get out my damn chat. You don't have any accurate information. I stand on my source. And that's the bottom line. So amazing. As soon as I started talking about trash cans, here comes the trolls. I don't care about what somebody talking about on another channel. Don't you ever come over here to this channel talking about nobody else's channel up in here. Because I don't go to nobody else's channel trolling. So you don't bring that mess over here. Get you some business. Big Sexy 71. Yeah. Don't you find it strange? We've been talking about all this other stuff, talking about Miss Landreth. Not one troll. Nobody saying nothing. As soon as I start talking about trash cans, here comes somebody trolling, trying to tell me what the hell somebody talking about on another channel that brings receipts. I haven't seen any receipts to anybody on YouTube, quite frankly. What receipts has somebody brought pertaining to this case and missing boys? I haven't seen any receipts. Well, if you got receipts, then where the hell are the children? Since you want to put somebody's name out there, you want to be the spokesperson. Yeah, I'm not trying to get ignorant, but that sounds ridiculous to even say that. Because if anybody had any receipts pertaining to the children missing, then tell us where they are. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna come over here bringing that gossip and he said, she said in my chat. I don't get down like that. Don't ever come over here disrespecting me. Because I don't want to hear anything about nobody else's YouTube channel in my chat. Because some of you are messy and you're backstabbers and you run in here and you ear hustled and you run over to other channels and you put stuff out that's not true. And that's the whole purpose of me going live, is that a person can see my mouth moving. Show the clip, as I always say. Don't say Angela said nothing. Show the clip. Some of you are very messy. Y'all with that he said, she said stuff and battling YouTubers. I'm not with none of that. So don't disrespect me in my house, because I don't go to other channels disrespecting the content creators, and I don't troll their videos. And I can tell you right now, I'm not really interested in nothing nobody's talking about pertaining to California City anyway, or Bakersfield. I'll just keep it 100. Because all I've been seeing is a bunch of nonsense pertaining to this case. I'll wait to hear the chief of police tell us he has an arrest. That's who I will wait on. I've never seen such miserable people in all my life. Lots of gossip and drama. It's great. Billboards are up, but drama. It's overwhelming. I defend you in discussion groups. I thank you. But let me tell you all something. You don't have to argue with these people in the chat, in these other channels chat about me. I know who Angela is. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know Angela. Everyday Shenanigans is the name of the channel, but my name is Angela. And I don't have to explain myself. I have no business explaining myself like I've done in the past weekend. Because really, this ain't nothing but like a stage play. Have you not noticed that? this is a stage play. That these are great performers up here, stirring up stuff with other people. Then they shut their computer and their phone down. And then they go back with their tail between their legs back into La La Land, probably stirring up stuff out there with other people. I'm not with none of that. And I didn't get on this platform to have no issues with anybody, whether you be a content creator or a commenter. I have a life, and it does not revolve around YouTube. Some of you all are caught up in this fantasy world of YouTube and Facebook. It's an illusion. Ain't you to figure that out? You don't know these people. I don't know you. You don't know me. I just sit up here and bring you information. I bring you a source, a news source. If you have a problem with the source, then you call that source. If you want to argue and debate about the information, then you call the source. I'm not the one that you should be debating with. I'm just the messenger of the source. But what I'm not going to do is be arguing about somebody else on YouTube, because I don't rock like that. Remain humble. Why don't you find you something to do, baby? Are you the same crow that's been in my Instagram account? Get yourself a life. You know, they have laws against stalking. You must be one of those people that want to be, on a poster board for a troll that stalks people. You're a little too old for that. Get your ass something to do. Hi, Cherie, baby. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I wish the hell I would stoop so low to stalk a YouTuber or somebody on Instagram or Facebook. That means you don't have a life, that all you do is scroll in people's inboxes to tell them that they have it all wrong. You are biased and you don't understand. You have no right to be talking about the biological mother. You don't know her, and you don't either. What you know about these people? Let's go there, because I think you want that other side of me to come out. Well, what do you know about the people in California City? I'm just curious. Look, what do you all know about California City? What do you know about Jacqueline and Trezell West? What do you know about his mother, his father, the dog? What do you know about these people? What do you know about the biological mother? What do you know about all these little dusty crows been jumping out of airplanes and parachutes, being so concerned about the missing children? Oh, yeah, I put them glasses on. Y'all don't know nothing about them folks. You see, don't you find it strange that out of the dust came the Walking Dead out of nowhere? But where was these people when the children needed a voice before being placed in foster care? Yeah, I'll wait. You were nowhere to be found. Did Ron Dean reach out to any of you to say, hey, I'm having to go to court. I need somebody that can stand in to keep my children till I get myself together? Yeah, where were you at then? Yeah, you weren't nowhere to be found. And that's the reason why they ended up over there with two bobbleheads who are now claiming that they're missing. So you can get up here and jump around through hula hoops and cry and moan about you concerned about the children and all that. And let me make this clear. I'm not grouping everybody related to these children, biological children. I ain't saying everybody that's related to these kids are full of shit. But what I am saying, nobody stepped up to get the kids. That's the point I'm making. So to go trolling people inboxes for what? It ain't bringing the children back. It ain't doing nothing but making you all look stupid, because you see, it's supposed to be about the kids. And lately, the only thing I'm seeing is a bunch of buffoonery and, yes, clout chasing. I can say that now, considering what I've seen pertaining to the children. Some of you just want attention. You don't give a damn about them boys. You don't give a damn about them kids. And yeah, they stay in a queen inbox bringing me to 411. I really don't care to hear about none of that negativity stuff. I keep it real because I don't rock like that. I got a good life in Tennessee. You can see the background, show you how I roll. I'm copacetic. No static, no problems, no drama. When I shut this computer down, I ain't got that ghetto shit y'all got going on in y'all lives. Because see, YouTube done told the story about how y'all actually live. You ghetto ratchet. You ghetto ratchets. That's why it's easy for you to get up here, spinning shit, making up stuff, acting like you're concerned, commenters jumping from Facebook to YouTube, acting like they know what the hell's going on. Don't nobody know nothing but the people that got them gone. And I don't trust nobody pertaining to the story, because it's been BS from day one with lies coming from the adoptive parents. And now here come all these other weasels jumping out the ground, acting like they so concerned. Oh yeah, folks talking about some of you. You're money hungry. You got GoFundMe pages. All you're talking about is money every time you jump on. Yeah, that's not a good look. But that's your business. And as I tell my fans who message me, Queen ain't worried about nothing them folks doing over there on Front Street, because it ain't my concern. I don't care. Just don't bring that garbage over here. I don't disrespect none of these people out here. In YouTube land, I want the same respect. Because you don't know me. And you all need to really stop it. Stay out my damn Instagram account. Stay out my Instagram account. Quit trying to pull scams. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Whoever you are. I ain't got to say it all on live. I ain't what you want. I ain't what you want. Because see, you cross me, I'll forget all about YouTube. And you'll get that other side. She ain't nice. She ain't nice at all. Because see, what you fail to realize, that when you use a little app trying to do some buffoonery and schemes and scams, it can be traced. Stay woke. I ain't what you want. Yeah, these people are sick out here. The fact that you can wake up every day trolling people inboxes, jumping on the channel, commenting about some stuff you don't know anything about. You all really are delusional out there. These are some real kids missing. And most of you, the only thing you can think about is trolling inboxes, jumping on channels, talking about what ain't real, what's the truth. You don't know what the truth is. You backing people who are street people. Have you watched the people that's been jumping out of airplanes and parachutes lately, pretending to be concerned about the children? Yeah, I'll wait. You don't look very professional to me. You care about the kids, but you breaking in shit. Breaking in vans, talking bad about the white boy on the live. Yeah, I'm going to go over and go there. Because I really didn't want to stir all that up. But they stay in my inbox with all that info. And I tell people, don't worry about all that, because that ain't nothing but some garbage. That's letting you know the true nature of the beast. That them folks ain't really concerned about those kids. Because if you're concerned about the children, you uphold yourself in a dignified manner to where you wouldn't even bring anything negative to yourself as an extended party, entity, relation to the children. Now go run tell that. I'm telling you, this internet stuff is sick. You got some sick folks out here that this is all they do is troll social media, looking for stuff, trying to put stuff together like they little baby detectives. And it's like, you know what? You need to go read a book. Go do something you ain't used to. Go get you a damn book. You people are sick out here. Ain't got no life. Because somebody that really is concerned about them kids, you would be genuine in your disposition. You would be genuine in your walk. You'll be genuine in your talk. You ain't got a cash out every 5 seconds. Yeah, that's what the folks in the street are saying. And a lot of people are saying they're annoyed with it. They get it. You might need a little gas money. You might need this, but damn, like they said, every 5 seconds, you on the cash app. Yeah, it looks bad. GoFundMe. Ain't nobody should have a GoFundMe, period. Because the children are still missing. So nobody should have a GoFundMe. And the person's children are still missing. See, that shows your true intention. Nobody should have a GoFundMe pertaining to those boys. And that's on God. Oh, they don't want me to preach, baby. I bring it to you. I let them know I'm highly favored, flawed, all that. But guess what? The story ain't about the queen. This is about 2 little itty bitty spiders that are missing. And everybody has decided to make a farce out of these kids. I'm looking at stuff in the queue today. Just folks coming up with videos about the kids. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, this case been going a month and a half. You just now want to upload a video about some missing babies. Boo-boo, you late. But you can't tell nobody what to do on their channel. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of people are talking that they feel like some of you people are not genuine about the kids. That you clout chasing, you doing shit for theatrics, you want attention. You know, you're throwing shade over here, over there. You wanting controversy. And see, that's not a genuine person that's concerned about a child. Because if you're concerned about a child, your platform is not going to be about controversy. Your platform is not going to be about Pookie, Ray Ray, Susie May, everyday shenanigans. Your platform is going to be legit about getting results to find the children. Not aiding controversy and trolls to go troll other people's channel, crying and moaning about, oh, you don't like this person. Why you don't like the baby mama? Why you don't? I don't like nobody involved pertaining to the missing kids. Let me make that clear. I don't care for none of you. I don't care about none of you. Because you ain't the star of the show. It's the babies. Right, same crap, uploading, because the spirit is not right. Didn't I tell you from day one, this story was whack? It was the devil from the day one. That nasty ass desert with no trees, no flowers, no nothing, vacant lots. Everybody owned the house, ain't even kept the house 5 years in a row. I told you. Everything you need to know was already there in the beginning, man. This is crazy. This story. And folks ain't doing nothing but feeding off these 2 children missing with a bunch of buffoonery. And I'll tell you real talk. You really want to go there? Me and the source, we've been sitting back laughing at all of you. We sit back and laugh at all of you. Because if only you knew who the source was. Yeah, I'm messy today. Yeah. We've been laughing at all of you. Because y'all are some clowns. Sick clowns. Talking about the truth. Yeah. Hell, bring us a receipt. Yeah, bring me a receipt. Since my content ain't real, every time I talk about anything on this channel, I bring a source. If it's the news, that's who I bring. You don't like the news source, then you go call them. CNN, ABC, whoever. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't got nothing to do with that. But you all are sad to me. Because you keep stirring up stuff. You commenters, you're messy as hell. You sitting here riding down with folks you don't know nothing about. Because I can tell you right now, if you was out there somewhere stranded, your ass was on fire, they wouldn't bring you a cup of water. Y'all sitting here following behind folks like they your friends. They not your friends. Let me tell you something about the Queen. And the people in the chat that fool with me when I shut the computer down, they know I'm genuine. Because like I said last night, I bet you it ain't too many YouTubers that actually converse with their chat when the camera's down. I do. I do. I do. My chat converses with me when the lights are off. They in my chat sending stuff, some of the stuff, I may not really care for, especially if it's negative. But if they got something on their mind, they want to rant, rave about whatever's going on, they talk to the Queen. I don't think some of you that genuine. And that's your business. But like I say, don't try to tell me about me and who I am. You don't know me. I'm always woke, baby. I'm always woke. But I just think it's so sad what this case has become. Like I tell people, the police is not going to tell you anything. The chief is not going to tell you anything because he doesn't have to. You can get mad and stomp and cry and fall out. He's not going to tell you anything. He can't jeopardize the case because you want to know something. It doesn't work like that. Know that they doing their job. I'm telling you. The chief ain't dumb. The FBI ain't dumb. I told you all, the chief was telling you what was going on in the beginning. Some of you wouldn't listen because what you saying to yourself is, well, I want to know where the children are. I want to know where the children are. He done already gave you what you needed when he told you. I ain't got to go in the desert. I tell y'all, stay woke. I ain't got to go in the desert. Because he knew damn well them babies ain't walked to no damn desert. It is sickening. It's very sickening. Yeah. But this is what happens. This is just like Cupcake. It's the same BS. You get one monkey, stop the show, which was the father. You start gossiping on Facebook, putting all type of crazy stuff on Facebook. Before you know it, you got all these people around the world gossiping about what somebody daddy done said on Facebook. And before you know it, it ain't even about the little girl. It's all about what the baby daddy talking about on Facebook. Him in a phone call. And then before you know it, it's him beefing the whole time with Two Guns Vito. And you're saying to yourself, well, wait a minute. What the hell? I thought this was about the kid. Clout chasers, man. That's all these people about. That's all these people about. Trying to get 5 minutes of fame. How the hell you want to be talking about crazy stuff and your child missing? But that shows you the spirit. Never cared. Drama-fied. I'm telling you something about these people. You are entitled to think what you want of Ryan Dean, Paprika Dean, Jacqueline Trezell West, their family, friends, whatever. I'm telling you, these people would have drama in their life if they didn't have one baby. If they had no kids on their watch, they would be in some shit. That's the point I've been trying to make you all understand since day one. that these people are drama irregardless. Because a decent person wouldn't have no 2 damn children missing in the first place. Yes, and acting like the police needs to tell them something like really no dummy. They don't trying to build a case. Yes, like I said, people gonna get upset because they want to know the truth. But I can tell people, the police can't jeopardize their investigation because we want to know what they know. Trust me, they stacking it high. Because what did I tell you? When you leave your house, you leave a blueprint. You don't know how many people have probably given the police video surveillance of these people with these kids. From Bakersfield to Cal City, to the neighbors in the neighborhood. You don't know how many doorbell cameras have captured them going and coming without the 2 boys. Just because they didn't go call a YouTuber don't mean the FBI and the police don't already got the surveillance. See, that's what y'all need to understand. You waiting for somebody to call a YouTuber to say, hey, I got a video of just the 4. They already got that stuff. They already got that. Everybody ain't trying to call YouTube. Everybody ain't trying to get put on Front Street to where they got to worry about coming out their door and get their damn neck cut, fucking around with a YouTuber. Because some of these folks up here on YouTube, they'll get you fucked up. You know, yeah, we all was enlightened at first, like, ooh, they're on the ground, they're doing this, they're doing that. But ain't nobody thinking about the worst case scenario. When ain't nobody looking around in the dark, when a motherfucker come out with a ski mask on and knock the fuck out of you because you've been running your mouth to a YouTuber. Yeah, that part. And excuse my language, but I'm keeping it real. This ain't no joke. Duty Ron told you that weeks ago. If they killed a kid, what do you think they might do to you? You don't know them folks out there in that desert. You don't know nothing about that West family. You don't know nothing about them folks. You can see from the jump, they are foul. They are in cahoots. As they say in the street, they are thick as thieves. Them folks are ride or die with each other. They not about to give up not one person in that group. I think you should have figured that out by now. And all these other people running around here trying to get attention and shit to get views and stuff. Man, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. Because this ain't no joke. This ain't no TV movie. This ain't no fucking series. The babies are missing. And 9 times out of 10, them folks you following around and laughing at about a dog and a stick, they done killed them kids. What are you doing? What's your dog's name? Fuck that dog. Nobody care nothing about that damn dog. Maybe you should ask that dog what he knows. How about that? Yes, Bernice, I'm telling you, just as sick as you got these trolls all up in my chat, all up on my page, all up in my Instagram account, you got somebody out here that's not stable. They will act on something just because you have people like that. You have people like that. That's why I said I'm looking and watching. Ain't nobody wrapped up in this story got a full deck. All of them got some mental issues. Because you that thirsty for attention. Because what you're trying to tell people is, I'm concerned. I care about the boys. I'm really concerned. No, boo-boo, you not. No, you not. Because, see, you don't see what we see. See, that's the thing about looking in the glass. Because what I see is totally different than the view you looking out from the glass. Don't get me to testifying up in here. Straight Baptist. You in the glass. So your view is murky. My view is clear. Because I can see through the glass. You ain't looking at nothing. You not looking at nothing. Y'all some straight clowns. And you're just disrespectful. So keep sending them trolls. Because you got some zombies out here rallying behind these cuckoo birds. Just like the one that just infiltrated, trying to infiltrate the chat with all that old crazy talk about somebody else's channel. Queen ain't worried about none of that because I don't care nothing about none of that. I care about them kids praying the chief, the FBI will bring a resolution to them children. All this other nonsense on YouTube is sickening and disrespectful. And this is what I tell people. If you got people that'll act like this over somebody dead or missing, what the hell you think they gonna do when you're living? This is the buffoonery you getting. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all sad to me. Y'all some sad ass folks. I let them know, baby, Queen sleeps good at night. I sleeps like a fat cat, let me tell you. I don't got y'all problems. Yeah, tweakers. Woo, got nothing better to do. Right. YouTube 24/7 and troll people. Diane, thank you. An evil spirit. See, that's why people don't understand that when you are talking about something that's already sinister, it's going to feed more chaos. And that's what's going on YouTube right now, that people are jumping on a bandwagon for whatever reason to talk about the boys, but it's a breeding ground for mischief because it's already a negative story. So now you got folks jumping on, ooh, I'm going to upload a video about the Mr. Boys. Ooh, I'm going to upload a video. Then, ooh, I'm getting ready to show Pookie's content. Ooh, I'm getting ready to show every shenanigans content. But see, what you don't realize, perhaps you're not doing it for the right reasons. And perhaps the people that are watching you have now started to realize that you're not in it to win, that you're really not genuine, that you're just a clown ass. And you really don't care about those kids. Because tomorrow to be somebody else missing, somebody else dead, you'll do the same damn thing with them. There won't be no difference. Won't be none. And that's when people gonna realize, oh yeah, they with the fuckery. I don't know, Nat, man. I have no idea, baby. Your guess is good as mine, sugar. How they got them kids. I have no idea. I'm telling you, this stuff right here is sad to me. Has anyone watched Don't F with the Cats Hunting the Internet Killer? Perfect example. I have not, sweetheart. How you doing, Evie? How you doing? The devil stays busy and loves to keep the drama. Well, Cherie, you know. Yeah, YouTube is their job. Oh, you said, damn beggars. I think it's sad. I think it's sad. I mean, like I said, everybody do what they want. Because I let you all know, because I keep my I'm very transparent with certain things. I let you all know I don't care about what other people are doing. See, that's why I had to just tell myself, let these people talk, because that's all they know to do. They're really no different than the people you meet in the street. They're the same caliber. They're just bored ass people. So you're going to have bored ass content creators, bored ass commenters. That's just life. They're the same people you meet out here in the street that like to keep shit going. They're the same people. There's no difference. They're just hiding behind a keyboard, a cell phone and a computer. But these people are lonely. They don't have a life, because when you have made YouTube your entire existence to where you can't even get up and go do anything, you got to worry about a notification for somebody's damn channel. That's all you care about. It's like, what the hell were you doing before COVID? You were this invested in something somebody was talking about on YouTube? Come on now. Come on. You got to be better than that. No. You can't let YouTube be a job. You know how many views you'd have to get for YouTube to be your full-time job? Baby, your views would have to be in the millions to where you could say, I don't need to work and do nothing. No, they don't deserve this. They don't deserve it. Them kids don't deserve this. It's sad. These kids, they deserve better than this. I mean, you have to keep it real. They had a short journey. And I know some people are saying, well, you're making it seem like they're deceased. Well, that's the feeling that I get. That's my discerning spirit. And if they are alive, it would be wonderful to know. But you have to use common sense with the timeline. Too much time's gone by that you don't hear anything about these kids. Nothing. So you will start to wonder, hey, are they alive? And you have to use common sense with stats of being missing after 3 hours. That's just enough time for the kidnapper to get you where he wants you, her, do what he or she wants to do to you, and then get you gone permanently. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. 3 hours. Not 24, not 48. The kidnapper only needs 3 hours. Get you comfortable to do what they want to do with you. And then get you gone permanently. Yeah, right. And excuse me for those that's new to the chat, listening to me, but I like to keep it real. You know, I've been trying to keep my disposition at a certain place to where I don't pop off and stuff. But you know, there just comes those times when I feel like I have to go there because some people really don't understand the damage that you're doing to people who have a fragile mind. Because there are some of you in the chat that have a fragile mind. Some people are gullible and they believe anything that's told to them. I'm not that type of person. I don't believe everything that I hear. I've never believed anything about this story from the moment those two stood in front of the news. And I still don't believe anything. I'll tell you what I do believe. I believe the person that came to me and told me the things that they told me about Paprika. Those things I do believe. And I talked to this person. Hi, baby. I talked to this person personally. And never once have they been facetious in nature. They don't even talk really bad about her. For those that really want to know about the source, they don't call me every day. Let me tell you this. It's not even like that. They just said, I want to share with you what my plight was. That you can't trust either side. That was their message. And I believe them. And then I'm looking at what I'm seeing with her. I don't like what I'm seeing. Because I feel like these kids were failed, which got them to the West House. And some of you don't want to hear that because you want to jump in the middle of the story. Well, every story has a beginning. We know the West got them gone. We already know that. That's not nothing to even argue about. But the children still had a beginning and they were failed and they deserve much better than the hand that was dealt to them. And right now, with all the stuff that's going on with YouTube and social media, you all are making a mockery out of those kids with all this stupid stuff that you're doing. You are really blatantly disrespecting those kids. And if they are deceased, you have made a fucking mockery out of them babies. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. So when you talk about the queen, you think about what you've been doing up here on YouTube for views. You don't care nothing about them kids. You've already shown that. And the sad part is you got folks following in behind you like fucking zombies, running to other people's channel trying to tell them about, they got this, they got receipts. They got receipts. You ain't got nothing. Just talking junk. These are kids missing. And if you're a decent person on YouTube, you'll let these people know that's following behind you. Hey, I'm not with that crazy stuff. I'm not with the controversy. I'm genuinely concerned about the children. But you ain't saying that because you with it. What you got to say, baby?
Hey, boo, I was trying to get your attention because there was somebody in the chat trying to get your attention saying that they wanted to call in with the mother, something about the mother. I'm not sure if it's YB folks or whatever. So I was trying to get you to see where somebody named Gwendolyn in the chat is asking you, can she call in with the mother to prove something about the boys or something like that? I didn't want to block them immediately until I brought it to your attention to find out exactly what you wanted to do.
You think, let me tell you something. What does somebody have to say to me about not having 4 kids? I just want y'all to think about that for just a second. What would you have to say to me about why you have 4 children out of your care? Now that may hurt. Okay, that's my point. You may go ahead, Nitra, because I'm about to get irritated.
Yeah, I happened to see that and wanted to bring it to your attention, but I wanted to also piggyback on what you said about somebody that would get hurt because of YouTube. For people that don't know, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, a young man lost his life because of YouTube. And
right.
He lost his life because he was trying to do a prank and had a knife and pulled it on the guy. The guy didn't know it was a prank, didn't know what the young man was doing, and he shot him dead. The young man was like in his 20s.
Right.
So it can get real serious out here.
Well, that is the point.
And people you will lose your life.
Yes.
People who don't even watch YouTube. It
right.
is a portion of people who don't know anything about YouTube.
They don't.
YouTubers.
They don't.
Nothing.
They don't.
And I told y'all, listen, 2 weeks ago, stop playing detective before you end up being a headline or Dateline or somewhere or CNN because you think you are a police officer. Nobody has any business trying to investigate or do nothing if they are not already involved in the case. If you're not FBI, CIA, police, or whatever, you have no business harassing people, going through garbage, going to cars, going in bedrooms, looking through windows. You will get messed up out here.
Diane said facts that he was shot dead in his tracks at a kid's place too. That's what.
Sure was. And he was doing a prank.
I believe it's the Bot family that wanted to buy him dad, his cousin. I'm not talking to nobody.
And he shot him dead.
I'm not talking to nobody.
It's not going to come back again. He probably didn't mean no harm, but he was doing it for YouTube. YouTube likes is going to get people fucked up out here. Likes and all this bullshit going to get you.
Thank you, I am Raph.
If you think somebody killed a child, why would you even want to be around them?
But you can't tell these people nothing because they think this is a joke, nature. They think this is a joke out here. That's what kills me.
Do y'all know the police carry guns and tasers and batons for a reason?
Stupid.
They come in contact with people that will fuck them up.
These people are stupid out here. Just stupid out here.
Stop playing detective. Wait on the police to say whatever they're going to say and live your life. Maybe save someone in your neighborhood. As much attention as y'all give trolling, give that much attention to your own damn kids and your family. Because if you're on YouTube 24/7, leaving nasty comments, being hateful, being spiteful, I can only imagine what your house looks like.
This is what they do, but this is what they do, Nitra, in their own life. Like I said, if you control a chat comment page, my Instagram, other people's Instagram, Facebook, you are letting me know that this is how you live every day, because there is no way I'm going to waste my time going to somebody's damn inbox on Facebook or anywhere because I don't like something they said on Facebook. That's their damn page. That's their page. What do you care about what the fuck somebody's saying on their own platform, Facebook page? That's theirs.
I'm 10 toes down with you every time I see.
Damn, you people are crazy.
I don't go to nobody else for this story. I'm only on this page for this story and Queen Talk News. That's it. All that other shit.
Golly, I mean, I ain't never seen that like it, Nitra.
Doing that stupid shit. I'm not from this era. I told you last night I grew up in the 80s, so I don't know nothing about being that miserable or having that much time. If you don't believe it,
these people sad.
Don't.
That's the whole point of anything. If you hear anything on the news, YouTube, Facebook, I don't care where you're hearing. I don't care if you're in Walmart and you hear somebody talking about Pookie got shot. Well, if you don't believe Pookie got shot, what are you going to argue about? You want to throw down in the damn Walmart because you heard somebody in aisle 5 talking about Pookie got shot? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. What you want to do? Go to jail over some damn gossip? You people need to get help.
Every day. I pass
Golly.
Y'all don't believe Corona is real. Y'all don't believe the folks got shot. Y'all don't believe the dog is dead. Y'all don't believe. If you don't believe it, then why do you waste your time telling us you don't?
Amen.
We don't care that
Amen. Amen.
over here on Everyday
Amen.
Shenanigans believe it.
Amen.
Point blank. We standing with the source. We standing with Miss Angela. Don't come over here with that negative ass shit.
I'm telling you, I've been on YouTube since the summer of 19. And like I told you all, those who've been following me since Cupcake, yes, I had a lot of people pissed off with me because I didn't care for April Thomas. I didn't care for none of that. That's why I kept trying to tell you all that.
The crazy part about that story is, y'all, we know that a child, unfortunately, was murdered. But we know more about the people of Alabama than we do about the people going to court for the killing.
Bam.
We know more about
You just said it. Nitra.
Baby.
You just said it. Nitra made a damn good point. We know more about April and Dominic, two guns, than we actually know about Derica and Patrick Stallworth. Don't you find that jacked up? Because Patrick ain't had no criminal record. So ain't nobody came forth to tell, well, yeah, he like this, he like little girls, he this, he a pedophile, he this. Only thing we knew about Derica is she lost her kids and allegedly she abused them, and she went to the relative's house and kidnapped her kids and wrecked the car with her kids. Other than that, that's all you know about them two. But when it came to April and Dominic, they stole the damn show, and it's supposed to be about their damn missing kid. Well, that is just like this BS going on in California. Y'all too busy worried about a YouTuber and a GoFundMe and a billboard and all that. You done forgot all about the fucking kids. Y'all ain't give a damn about them kids. I can tell you.
They don't.
Y'all care nothing about them kids.
To this day, when you think of Cupcake, you think of the first thing you
Yes.
think of.
Yes. Dominic and April. Yes.
And they still beefing to this day. But nobody.
It's sad.
Nothing about the man or the woman accused of the heinous crime of murdering.
You don't hear nothing.
Baby.
Nitra, you right.
Y'all go to Two Guns page. Y'all been going to the Britney page. Y'all go to everybody else page connected to that case. Other than the people that murdered, y'all can't write 10 things down about them. So I ask you about
this is my girl right here, baby. This is my girl right here. Nitra telling the truth. Yes, yes, gossip. A bunch of gossip. That's all you'd have heard. She in the trap house. She in the trap house. They got guns. Remember that back in the summer? She in the trap house. Why would you be in a trap house after all you done went through on YouTube? Why would you be in a trap house with two guns and Nolan and you got one child left? Because that's the life you like. That's the life you like. You down with that ghetto gangster life, sitting in the trap house. You a woman with a job and a son left and one dead baby on your back, and all you want to do is sit in the trap house and lay in the cut. Yeah, Queen can get gutter now. Lay in the cut and let your voice be heard on audio like the folks on YouTube didn't know that was your dusty ass sitting back there in that house. I said to myself, you are so ratchet that you don't care nothing about yourself, your image, your son. You don't care nothing about yourself. And that little heifer rose up from the dead. After she buried that little girl, that's when April decided to come out and get jiggy and stayed on Facebook talking, arguing with folks. Yeah, I made sure I put you on blast. Me and TG both, because you are foul. And I think to this day, you still a foul baby mama. And to me, you ain't no different than this other heifer out here in California City, because this heifer done lost 4 children on her watch. 4. And you can't explain 4 different kids ain't in your custody. And I'm supposed to sit up here and feel sorry for you because what? They was with the West family. I don't give a damn. You had them first. So y'all can come for me if you want. I ain't what you want, because I'm not your problem. When I shut this down, you means nothing to me. Not a YouTuber, not a commenter, because my life don't revolve around no fucking YouTube. That's y'all life. That's the reason why all this ghetto stuff is going on, because you don't have no focus in your life. Y'all like this. he said, she said, because this is how you live in your regular life. This is how you live. Wannabe baby gangsters. Ain't nobody impressed with that life. Ain't nobody impressed with that ghetto ratchet life. Nobody but a motherfucker that don't want nothing for themselves.
Right. And that's what you've been saying for the start. Everybody goes through stuff, but baby, 4 children? 4.
Yeah, 4.
Nothing after the first 2?
Why don't you let the queen really get jiggy? You want to call in and talk to the queen about Paprika Dean? Why don't I tell the chat, you only kept your kids 3 days to a week with one of the baby daddies, the other son you got. Why don't you tell America that was one point when 3 months or so went by, the little boy didn't even hear from you. Y'all want to come talk to the queen. You think I'm going to let you come over here and disrespect me and my fans with that buffoonery? I don't care what other YouTubers are doing. I don't care that they backing them. That is their prerogative. But what I don't do is sell my fans wet rags. Do you understand? I never believed anything pertaining to this story. And Paprika put herself in the mix when she came forward to let everybody know she was the biological mother. Anybody with some sense would have laid in the cut and kept quiet because you knew you had a murky past with your kids. So why would you put yourself out there for people to start judging you and wondering why these people had your kids? But see, what you didn't bet on was everybody start digging and wondering, oh, but wait a minute, it's 2. Okay, well, she got 2 more. Okay, well, what happened with them 2? Why don't you tell the truth? Before them babies was born, you wasn't keeping the older 2. Oh, did you know that? You wasn't permanently keeping the older children. And let me tell you something else. Oh, yeah, Queen about to get real jiggy. I told the source, I said, something's been bothering me about Paprika Dean. That picture you got on your Facebook page where you and your son standing there in that room, why y'all so far apart? I told the source that last night. Something ain't right. Why he ain't up under his mama? Why he ain't standing beside his mama? Because you ain't got no bond with him. You don't have no bond. And you probably don't have a bond with the little girl either. You've been having babies back to back, 4 different men. And when the shit jumped off with the 2 little ones, them older baby daddies came, or the older children came and got their children from you. I know that y'all have gone to court about those children. Yeah, the queen knows about all of that. That's why I know the source ain't making this up, because it's not stuff that you can just make up off the top of your head unless they had a bullseye view of what the fuck was going on with you, Paprika. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. Stop the nonsense. And all those that's following in behind her, you're cuckoo too, because you think you know what's going on. You see, I never signed off on any of this stuff. I didn't send for the messenger. The messenger found me. I didn't care nothing about nobody involved in this story. Let me make that clear. So I didn't go look for anybody. They found me because they felt like you all weren't getting the full picture of what the hell's been going on with this YouTube stuff. And they were basically saying, you can't believe either side, biological family or the West, because they're all cuckoo and not right. And I can say from what I have seen as an outsider, there is something wrong with all of you. Because what we have to tell ourselves, you got 4 children that you laid down and had with 4 different men, and you don't have not one of those kids, and you want to tell what? What you going to explain to me? You want me to believe CPS has just been riding by where you lived to fuck with you? Because they don't got nothing to do in the state of California. 4 separate times. They just bored. They just said, well, hey, let's go over here on this street. This lady ain't keeping her kid. This lady smoking, getting high, drinking, whatever. Let's go knock on her door. I think I know some stuff about her. All the millions of people that live in the state of California, they want to mess with Paprika Dean. Just think about how stupid that sounds. But yes, But yet somebody want to come try to say, I know her, I'm this. You don't know nothing. Because what you do know, you're not really willing to tell the truth, that you know Paprika ain't wanted to be a mother. And like I said, that's okay. If she woke up one day and decided, hey, this isn't for me, what she should have done was stop having sex without birth control and a condom and never had any more children. That could have been nipped in the bud. But she made the decision to lay down and have unprotected sex 3 more times. 3 more times. And that's the spoken word. So you can't come to me selling me nothing about nobody because I'm tired. I don't care. You all want to go to these YouTubers with all them lies and made up stuff. I don't care about none of that. That's what y'all don't seem to understand. When I shut this down, I checks out. I don't care. Because it's been buffoonery and lies from the day them people stood in front of the news. And a lot of people are wondering, who really knows who in this story? Oh, yeah, I'm going to throw that out there. Is this a hoax? Do you all know each other? You all been dicking people around? Because we don't know what to think. You got all these people in the world and abroad worked up about these kids. But like I told people, you don't know these people. What if it is a lie? What if them kids are alive? Who's to say? Because we don't know. And you all have just been feeding off this drama, trying to make people think she's been this great person. She don't care about her kids. If the judge tell you, I don't want Pookie around them babies no more, why the fuck would you keep the person around there that fractured your baby's leg? Because you didn't care. So I don't need you coming over here in my damn Instagram account. I don't need you jumping in my chat. I don't need you on my channel. I don't care. Because I see everything for what it's worth. I don't need a guidebook. I'm a very good listener. And what I'm seeing is buffoonery with this woman. And y'all jumping out of helicopters and shit and parachutes, trying to sell somebody something. Get real. Where the hell were you when the kids got took? When the baby's leg got fractured? Where the hell were you all biological parents and all you friends and family? Baby number 2, who was underweight because he couldn't breathe. And he was in the NICU unit. Where were you? Where the hell were you? And then you want to keep coming to my Instagram account trying to tell me something about her and whoever else. Tell me nothing. Because I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Paprika Dean, the baby daddies, y'all relatives, the West family, Watkins. I don't care about none of them folks because I don't trust none of you. And I'm not saying that everybody related to these people are bad people, but what I am seeing thus far that has made it to YouTube land is foul. And anybody that rides or die with you all, they are with the fuckery too. You with the fuckery. And that's on God.
I'm going back in the chat.
If they ain't working together, that means Jackie Giselle called to let them know where the kids was in the backyard. My thing was the manipulation and the altering of the truth from her cousins when addressing the public, create a false narrative. Yes, girl, they taking too much of your fucking all drama and chaos is why the boys are gone. Shaking my head. Well, that's why I'm trying to tell you all, you believe what you want to believe. I don't care. But what I'm trying to explain to you all, because I don't get on here every day to tell you what's really been going on behind closed doors. I have people stalking my account. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Stay out of my Instagram account. I should not have to change my Instagram account. I gave you all my Instagram account so you could call me to be on the platform to give your opinion about whatever I'm talking about. I did not willingly give you all that information so I could get these crazy psychopaths to come on. And let's be truthful. Nobody was stalking my Instagram account until I started talking about this damn story when I uploaded my information last week about Paprika and the source. Now I've got all these psychopaths changing their accounts, trying to tell me about me and this, that, and the other. Well, like Nitra said, if you really were concerned about the boys, that would be your concern instead of being in my Instagram account trying to tell me why I'm biased. I shouldn't be saying what I'm saying on YouTube. Oh my God, you should get a YouTube award for all the stuff you're spitting out your mouth. Blah, blah, blah. Thousands of people on YouTube talking about these kids. Why you in my account? You must be threatened. Because possibly whatever I done told everybody is the truth. Because you always have to ask yourself, if you got all these people trolling the chat, the comment section, your Instagram, must be some truth to what you're talking about. For somebody to be so invested in wanting to reach out to try to tell you wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. What do you care? If you know the truth, what difference does it make? Why you keep trying to reach out to me? See, that lets me know that there's some truth to what the source said, because you won't stay out that Instagram account. And that's a sign that you're not mentally stable, because you won't let up. You won't let up. Oh, I know I'm close to the truth. She did not care for her kids. She cared more about being in the life, doing what she wanted to do, like a lot of people, and her children weren't her priority. And I believe the source because it's just common knowledge. If the source never came to me, I still feel the same way. I've already said this as time went by and we started getting information. I knew something was not right with Paprika. I didn't need the source to tell me anything. I just didn't talk about it every day on the channel because I knew how some of you all felt about the biological mother. So I already knew that if I started talking and saying something not right with girl, something ain't right, y'all come out crying and moaning and wanting to flip out and fall out. Oh, don't talk about her. Don't talk about her. She lost her kids. She been lost her kids. The hell you been? The kids been gone. That woman got 4 kids gone. And y'all sitting up here crying and moaning, talking about she lost her kids. Y'all act like she actually had her kids. She didn't have her kids. And we ain't just talking about the 2 missing boys. She has 2 other children that she does not have custody of. Damn, wake up. Hey, Purple and Gold, how you doing? I don't care. Like I tell people, like any story we talk about, true crime, whatever, you don't know the people involved. You don't know anything about these people. And it's sometimes best that you just sit by and watch as a spectator. Don't immerse yourself into something you don't know anything about. I have no reason to go out here and reach out to anybody in Bakersfield or California City because I'm not that invested, because I don't like what I'm seeing. So there's no way I would trust anything coming out of there. Now, I know some people know the truth about what happened to those kids, but I don't know them. I don't know them. And I'm not worried about trying to find them because I trust that the law enforcement will get it right. What other options do we have? But this other stuff, this old internet stuff, I don't care anything about it because my life don't revolve around YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. This is some of you all's lives. That's why you're falling out, running from channel to channel, jumping on the panels in the chat, bad-mouthing me and anybody else in the chat. It's because you don't have an existence without social media. You didn't have an existence before the West boys were missing. Let's just keep it real. You were just a lonely troll that got up every day and checked YouTube and jump on people's channels, commenting and arguing with strangers about nonsense. And that's basically what you've been doing now. Going on Facebook groups, bad-mouthing me and whoever else you can throw under the bus because you're a lonely, miserable motherfucker. And this is what you do every day in your life. You're miserable. You're miserable. It's crazy. We had said these things in the beginning. I always said she was not telling the truth about why she didn't have her kids, Hottie stuff. Yeah, they're miserable. I sleep good. I got 153 in the room, 150. Just know that I have some good loyal fans. I got a good rapport with some of you all. I know some of you will be quick to throw me under the bus because some of you, as I said, you're just as sick. But that's okay because in the end, I don't know you. You don't know me. Some of you may like what I say. Some of you may not. That's cool. It's my channel. You want a channel? Go get you one. All you got to do is upload a video, talking to your computer, your phone. Poof. There you go. You got a YouTube channel. It's not rocket science. But there are some people who are genuine with me, and I'm cool with them. And I'm copacetic with them. And there's some people in this chat who watch me. They know they can reach me any time of day. They know I'll listen to them. If they got a problem, they can call the queen. So it ain't just me sitting up here trying to get views for a video. I actually have a courtship with some of my fans outside of YouTube. And yes, it could be dangerous because some people are not stable, but it's the chance I've taken. If at any time I think anybody I'm dealing with is being facetious, I'll just cut them off. It's no big deal. But that's life. You don't know people anyway. But I know that some of you sit here in that chat and chop it up with them folks in the chat. But when the screen's down, you don't look at those people in the chat. You don't talk to them. If they walk by you right now, you wouldn't even know them if you saw them on the street. Because you don't care. You don't give a damn. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Sherry. Right, Hawkeye. Right. Whatever that person has to say, they can say it in the chat. You don't need everyday shenanigans to tell your truth. Y'all just said, now let me show you how crazy these people are. You want to come in the chat to say you got something you want to tell me, but I'm the same person that's not being truthful and deceitful, liar, whatever word you like to use. So think about what sense that makes. Everyday shenanigans is allegedly not telling the truth with her content, but yet you want to come to the same platform to tell me something. Does that make any sense? If I think you are not truthful, you are going to be the last person I'm going to go to tell anything to. Somebody, amen. Because that makes no sense to me. Hello, Monique. How you doing? Thank you, Spivey. I'm just saying. It's just like right now, you fool with people in the street that make up stuff and lie. You know, don't tell him nothing. Don't tell her nothing because she don't tell the truth. Don't talk to them about nothing. Don't tell them nothing personal. You get my drill? So if I'm that person that you think doesn't have factual information, no receipts, as you just said, one of you that tried to infiltrate the chat, well, then why in God's name would you want to come to the same person to divulge any information? That's just illogical thinking to me. See, the fact that you're trying to prove something to Angela leads me to know that the source is spot on. Because nobody works this hard at proving themselves. You are adamant that Paprika Dean is this wonderful gal She was a great mother. You have no reason to contact me. You have no reason really to contact anybody because you are adamant about what you believe. And you shouldn't have anything to prove to anybody. She got so many receipts. I better run at full throttle. Thank you, Diane. I know if I asked you a question, you would tell me the truth. Yeah, even if it hurts. Yeah. But see, that's the thing I'm trying to tell you. On Facebook, they was trying to figure who the source was. Mia, why? Why do you all care who the source is? That lets you know they're crazy. Doesn't matter who the source is. This stuff that the source said you couldn't make up if you wanted to. If even a person wanted to be low down and dirty, there is no way you could make up all that stuff that person said. There ain't no way. You'd have to be a grand liar to just poof, 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 bring up all this stuff. It's just no way. They name streets, parks, stuff that we wouldn't know. Hell, we ain't out there in California. Who lives by a certain market? The mama going to the mental health center on California, whatever. How the hell would a stranger know that? All we had to do is Google it to see. Well, let me see if they got a mental hospital clinic on California. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, man, come on. Y'all, man, these people are slow as hell. Of course they're going to find, you ain't going to never find out who the source is, honey. You will never find out. Because in the end, it doesn't matter who the source is. They was asking Ryan about her. Why, Mia? Why would they care? You all know that girl is not taking care of her kids. So I don't understand what is the big mystery of trying to figure out who the source is. What? It's already evident. Okay, I tell you what. We're going to kill all this. Seriously. Paprika Dean, just come forward with your other two kids. Just come forward with your other two kids. Show that they're living with you. You're taking care of them. You're taking them to school. They live with you every day, Monday through Sunday. Yeah, Monday through Sunday, they live with you. They have beds in a room. You have an apartment, house, condo, trailer, housing yourself inside with those two older children, the boy and the girl. Says everybody want to talk about receipts. The queen don't bring no receipts. Well, why the hell you don't bring a receipt? How about that? Since you worried about what the fuck somebody's saying over here and who ain't doing this, why you don't bring a receipt? Bring us a receipt to show you comply with the rules to get those two babies back. Show us a receipt that you went to court. Show us a receipt that you went to the parenting classes that lasted for 4 months. Show us you sat in the classroom for 4 months consecutively to the parent class. Show us every drug test you took. Show us a receipt. Show me you get mail at an address with your name on the lease at that address. Show me a receipt. Show us a receipt. Show us that you have been taking care of your children permanently since the baby boys left your peripheral. Show us a receipt. Show us a receipt. Queen ain't got to show nothing because I didn't go looking for the source. The source found me. How can people buy a billboard or sell merchandise for profit using the children's names and pictures without the permission of the legal parents? Spivey, honey, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I ain't got nothing to say about that. In my opinion, you know she can't. And then I could be real messy on my channel and make videos all day being facetious, but I don't. People are chatting about where were you when they was doing these prayer things lately. Now, Queen could have came out and said something nasty about you. I told somebody that asked me the other day when they said, well, you know, she ain't been seen at the prayer vigils, prayer, whatever you all want to call it. I said, well, maybe she had to work. Now, see, if I wanted to be nasty, I would have told somebody. Or she just don't care. I never said that to this person. I said, well, maybe she had to work. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing in her spare time. I don't know what she's doing. But if I want to be nasty and facetious, I could easily upload a video and say, where was Paprika Dean while everybody's rallying for her kids and having these prayer vigils? Where is Paprika Dean? She's been on the low. I could easily upload a video if I just want to be nasty, but I didn't care. Because like I told somebody, I don't know and I don't care. I just don't care. Well, Diane said, vigils are for dead people. Well, Diane, it was a prayer service. Let me reword that. Because I ain't about to start no arguing about a prayer, a vigil, whatever it was called. It was a meeting. How about that? When she claimed that she knew the boy was unhappy and mistreated at the West during the interview, the first thing I asked was, please tell me you have reports and documents. That's just, I think, with her visiting the children, you know, that probably took them to a neutral place for her to spend time with her kids while they were in foster care. She probably noticed some things that were not how she would have raised her kids. But one I always have to remember is that once you have gotten them out your custody and you're trying to get them back, whatever you got going on, there's nothing you can do about them not having a haircut because they're not in your custody. That's just common sense. So you just have to deal with the hand that's been dealt to you. That's why we're sitting here, for those of us who are woke, well, what the hell happened for you not to get your kids back? Because my understanding, this shouldn't have been no more than a 6-month process for her to get those boys back. At the most, if she was complying with what the state asked her to do. Okay, Wesley said you should have stopped smoking weed. People have their mind on the wrong things. Yes, I also said I wasn't sending her no GoFundMe money. Well, one of my other little fans that lives in Florida said, well, you know, Angela, I don't want nobody to know, but I sent her money. And I didn't say nothing because I don't care. My thing is, people do things at that time because they want to be nice and help somebody. I keep telling people that. You don't know people. So if at the time you sent Paprika Dean money, well, you thought you were doing what was right at that time. I personally wouldn't have sent her $1. Everybody's different. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's certain things I would donate money to, such as somebody I knew last year in the town I live in was brutally murdered. And they had GoFundMe pages up on Facebook for the funeral. Well, that's the natural thing to do, to send money to that. Because 3 people were brutally murdered. And we knew they were trying to, get money up for the funeral for the 3 women. That's no problem to donate money in that type of situation. But this type of situation, hell no. Hell no. No. Ain't giving no damn GoFundMe money. You didn't even have the kids. Why would you give money for what? The kids are still missing. So what is the GoFundMe money for? And I don't want to hear nothing about no lawyers. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm 54. I work for DHS. I know they don't take kids for no reason. There's always a reason. Sherry, honey, I already know. Everybody want to talk bad about the police. Everybody want to talk bad about the FBI. Everybody want to talk bad about CPS. But what people don't seem to understand, FBI didn't know you before all this jumped off. Police didn't know you. The CPS didn't know you either. Y'all just act like the CPS just walking around with cloaks and daggers and shit, humming and chanting with robes late night, walking around banging on people's doors and pushing open locks and kidnapping kids. Yeah, all right. Oh, God, stupid. There's some gullible people out here. Just gullible. Queen, you already know that the money for pretty case. Queen, you already know what that money for. Yeah, she's probably buy a car. She probably gonna buy her a car. When y'all see Paprika with a new car, don't inbox me. I'm keeping it real. Do not inbox me. When you see that heifer with a new car, I don't want to hear it. The money was for her habit that I was not funding Hottie stuff. I'm just saying, I'm all for people getting help. I believe in helping my fellow citizen. We all will need help at some point in life. That's not the problem. I just don't understand her needing money. That just didn't make any sense to me because the children are still missing. So that makes no sense to me. Okay, the good old Kush. Y'all see. Weed's expensive. Y'all being evil now. I don't know nothing about no Kush. I don't smoke. Queen does not smoke. Hallelujah. I didn't donate to her GoFundMe. No, I just don't believe in a GoFundMe. Too much terrible things come from random people setting up GoFundMe pages. It just seems like as soon as people start doing the GoFundMe, you start hearing all type of crazy stuff, and it just gets way out of control. And then the gossip starts. Then somebody got an attitude about their money, and all hell breaks loose, and they start going to social media, start cussing and fussing. I tell anybody, leave them GoFundMes alone. If you don't know the people directly, don't send nobody your money. Why would they put up billboards with old pictures? Well, baby, if that's all you got, what other pictures they gonna have? Ain't nobody had the children. Any lawyer who's high profile who thought she had a case would have reached out to her. You see your kids are not being treated right, so she just didn't fight for them. Well, Esther, that's what a lot of people felt like. Trezell and his wife didn't have the means to get the boys or the house. It was all in the plan. Well, Sherry, it's something very odd about all of that. Just all of that. Queen Talk Crown, why you delete her a comment? What'd she say, Diane? What happened, baby? She didn't need no money. She should have take care of her kids. Well, hi, Dorothy. Like I say, like we have been saying, you can talk about this subject till you're blue in the face. There's nothing new about this case. I just think people now just like talking about it because they can't find nothing else to talk about. But there's nothing new pertaining to this case. The police know something, the FBI, but they're not sharing it with us, which that's to be expected. But there's nothing new about this case. If you go right in your queue in YouTube, you're not seeing anything new of relevance pertaining to a lead in the case. Because at this point, that's where we should be, is a lead. There's nothing. Just a bunch of people bringing up old stuff that we already knew about from day one. Just crazy, just stupid stuff. My dollars ain't buying no damn burgers for them folks. Girl, you gotta stop. No one ever loved those two babies. Hottie stuff right. They didn't get the love that they needed. She said she got money, a place to stay, and a good job in her interview. Yeah, we heard all that. But I don't know where Paprika stayed. I don't know what she got and don't got. I'm not interested, to tell you the truth. I have never been interested in anything pertaining to Paprika Dean. When these cases break out, one thing I've learned about fans, they love to, jump on the channel to tell you what they heard, what they saw, who said what on Facebook, because a lot of you love Facebook. I'm just one of the type of people, I don't care to run to Facebook about stuff. I never have. I didn't like it when I was talking about Cupcake because it got out of control. With all the he said, she said, and looking at pictures and posts. I mean, you could stay on one person's Facebook page all damn day trying to put stuff together, trying to learn things about them. It's daunting. Daunting. Then somebody tell you, go to such and such page. Let me tell you what they said. And in the end, that's all you're doing is running around, going from page to page, trying to see what Pookie said, Ray Ray said, Felicia said, Tamika said, Laquita said. And that's all you're really doing. It's just looking at he said, she said. Just stuff to hype up the case. It's sad. That's why I don't come on YouTube looking for updates, because it's all he said, she said bullshit. Pretty K it is. Drama, drama, drama. That's all it is. And it's shameful because these are children that's missing. And the sad part is nobody's being truthful about the disappearance of these kids and when they were last seen. You got old photos uploaded from the parents to the detectives. Then you got the grandparents deciding to come up out their coffins, talking about they being harassed and all that. And they bringing up old photos to ABC. I thought to myself, if y'all don't wake up and see what's going on, this is some fuckery going on with these people. They got this sold up. They all in cahoots with each other. Y'all better stay woke. These some dirty folks out there in that desert. They in this deep. Because how you got parents and grandparents uploading old photos? I hear Jeopardy music. Do you hear it? Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, okay. But ask somebody. Yeah, they sad. I know what Pookie said, but I missed that Ray Ray said. Karen, you better go on somewhere. Don't you all start? Look, I was watching my other line the other day when we was talking about the glue, the Gorilla Glue. I promise you, I probably watch that every day till I have my own funeral. I ain't never laughed so hard listening at y'all comments and my brother. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, that's the best live I've done since I've been on YouTube. I mean, I cried. I swear, anytime I have a bad day, I'm going to turn that damn video on because y'all showed out. I don't ever want to see no damn Gorilla Glue. Do you hear what I'm saying? Not now, not never. Oh, my goodness gracious. Ooh, that Live With Your Brother had me rolling. That was nice. Yeah, the live, it was good. We had a good time. Did you watch the cat? Somebody sent it to me, Raquel, and I ain't opened it up yet. I haven't opened it up yet. I think I'm scared to watch it. Jesus, well, I'm into hour 3. I'm gonna need to check out of here because this is a long live, and the chat's kind of winding down. I got 158 thumbs up, 145 in the room. I'm sure there'll be some talk about this live because it always is. But you know, the queen is not worried about nothing. But all I can say is I try to be transparent with you guys as much as I can. But you all need to know that these people are literally stalking me. They're stalking me. Why? I don't know. I don't get it. Why? These people affiliated with Paprika or people that's rallying for her want to continue to stay in my inbox to talk to me. You don't have anything to say to me because I don't care. I don't care about nothing you all have to say. I'm not interested. My gay friend put some eyelashes and the thing fell off the wrong time. He should have used that. No, you don't want that Gorilla Glue. That take your skin off your eyelids. You made that up. Don't you put that damn Gorilla Glue on them eyelashes. You better stop that now. Yeah, they need to find them something to do. Not safe to do. They need to find them something to do. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. Look, I'm highly favored. I'm not worried about these people out here. These are people who are lonely and bored. As my best friend told me, I call him my brother, Buck. He said to me, this is what they're going to do. It's what you signed up for. It's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be a malfunction. It's always going to be somebody complaining. It's always going to be somebody got something nasty to say. Always going to be somebody facetious. It's always going to be something. It ain't going to matter what you're talking about. And he's right. I could be up here talking about the sky was blue. Somebody would get up here and argue and fall out. That's just the way the world is. That's just the way the world is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Minerva. Thank you, Minervini. Okay. These folks don't have a life. Pretty K, they don't. But that's the thing that comes with social media. See, you have some very wicked people out here. They don't have a life. So they have made social media their life. So this is what they do. They get up on this. As Cat Williams said, you banging on bacon. That's how this is. This is their life. Running to see what somebody said on YouTube. Running to see who uploaded a video about the boys. But it's just a bunch of nonsense. Just a bunch of unhappy people with no life. This is their life. They don't have a focus. And I'm telling you, and I'm going to leave on this note. If you miserable saps weren't talking about the missing West boys, what would you be focused on if the children never went missing? What would you trolls, YouTube channel creators be talking about if the children never went missing? What would your platform be about? What would you have to talk about? And that's maybe something you should think about. Because when this is all said and done, and there is a resolution to this case, what the hell you gonna have to talk about when this case is over? Guess you have to find another YouTuber to harass. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you, Queen, for moderating. Thank you all for joining me. When I get more information to the said updates I brought to you, I will bring you that information. I will be following the story of Miss Rebecca that went missing and now found deceased. And when I get more information on this guy who has just been arrested in her murder, I will bring you an update because this is definitely a tragic story out of Pennsylvania. I don't know all the details of what led to this man shooting her 18 times, but it is horrific nonetheless. And I want to thank all of you for following the Queen, joining the Queen, speaking, laughing. Yes. Okay. Oh, Mariska Rodriguez. It doesn't matter. Okay, Nitra, you so funny talking about his goal. Yeah, ain't nobody worried about them folks. When I get an update pertaining to Miss Rebecca Landris' case, I will bring you that said information. I want to thank you all for joining me. 3 hours in, this is a long live, but I want to thank you all. And now I'm going to cut this bad boy off, upload it, and watch myself because I can. Thank you all for the support. God bless all of you. Thanks to my moderators. They got a Queen's back. And I know some of you got a Queen's back as well. I love all of you. You've been good to a Queen, and I want to thank you. Y'all stay safe, and I will be back tomorrow. Or is it today, Saturday? What's Saturday Night Vibes? It'll be an open discussion about whatever we can find to talk about. But something on a lighter note. Thanks for joining me. See y'all guys later. Bye-bye.